Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Ed Sheeran, man, this guy he's all over the place. And once again, he's going viral for something other than his music.
Which I think a lot of us appreciate, because I don't know if everyone's really a huge fan of Ed Sheeran as a musician. I mean, he's fine, but I kind of like him as a person. I like his stories of what he does as a person.
Yeah, I mean, and look, I mean, the guy's a big star, and he had a big stadium show in Philadelphia. And after the show, he visited a local Philly cheesesteak restaurant and learned how to make a cheesesteak sandwich. Awesome. That ain't bad. And handed out free ones to some very excited fans.
Philly, obviously it's cheesesteak time. I am going to go and learn how to make a cheesesteak. Hello.
So this is Philip.
Hey,
I'm Joseph. And they run the cheesesteak place. That's how we do it.
Show you how to make the first one and then you make the next one.
All right. With or without whiz?
What do you think?
Tell me what you think.
How is it? 2 thumbs up?
Perfect.
How she said it,
That was really fun.
All right, so he's basically auditioning for a Food Network show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's time for kick out Guy Fieri. It's time for Ed Sheeran's drive-in and dives.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe when he gets tired of touring, that's what he wants to do. I think that, it's great.
I don't know. That paycheck he's getting from touring, I don't think he's going to get tired of that anytime soon.
Oh, yeah?
You think he can do this for funsies?
You think he's making money touring? Really?
You said stadium tour.
I feel like, how much can you make doing stadium tours?
Yeah, he's got to pay all the staff.
Yeah, it's probably
It's probably a passion project.
Probably getting $20 actually each show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
I just think it's funny because, like, listening to that audio and just hearing them, do you want whiz on that? I know they're talking cheese whiz.
Out of context.
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh every time I hear that kind of thing.
Which, by the way, I mean, I think everybody would go, no, of course I do. Who doesn't get whiz on a Philly cheesesteak?
And I like how they don't even try and say, would you like cheese on that? They've accepted that this is not really cheese. We're just squirting fake cheese on it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, otherwise, it's not a Philly cheesesteak without it.
I kind of wish one of the customers were like, that was the worst cheesesteak sandwich I've ever had.
That'd be fantastic.
Don't quit your day job, Ed.
Yeah. Get out of here, pal.
Yeah.
I want the regular people. Well, again, and also, when you're famous, they'll let you do anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you and I can just walk in someplace in Philadelphia and be like, hey, can we just start making sandwiches, please?
Yeah, and of course, it's like you get to walk away from that as opposed to be in that kitchen with that cheesesteak 24/7, whatever, for their entire job.
And you said it did after. It looks like he did it right before the stadium show.
Oh, before he did.
Yeah,
Oh.
so could you imagine if you were going to the show and you're like, let's get a cheesesteak sandwich. You're all fired up to see Ed Sheeran. Next thing you know, he's serving you a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
What
right.
a day that would be.
Yeah, that would be, you're right, that's fantastic. That makes a lot more sense, actually, because then, there's a chance you got people that are going.
And his crew's probably like, dude, we're not sticking around so you can make a sandwich, man. We got to go. We have other shows to
Yeah,
play.
I feel like if I was the crew, I'd be like, dude, what are you doing? We got a show to go to.
Yeah.
Come on.
See, he's doing Lumen Filled. We should get him the tats before.
Ooh.
They do the cheesesteaks.
Yeah, but I think he's got to do something that's Seattle.
Oh,
don't you think? I mean, don't get me wrong. Tats is awesome.
Yeah, tats is or maybe.
Also, selfishly, I don't want it to get too busy there because you want to go in there, right?
Yeah.
Well, how about one of the hot dog stands outside of Lumen Fields?
Oh. He does a Seattle dog,
Yes.
or he tosses fish at people at the Pike
That's
Place.
probably what's going to happen.
No, I know what it is.
What's he going to do?
He's got to put on a bikini and serve everybody coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, that would really be the most iconic thing.
I mean, isn't that what we're known for?
We are totally known for those bikini baristas, Ed. You got to do it, buddy.
And if he's going to do it, he's got to do it the right way.
The women exposed their breasts and genitals and licked whipped cream off each other for money.
Do I want to see that?
Was that Ed Sheeran? Was he just licking whipped cream off of another guy that had an Ed Sheeran laminate on?
Did he just flash me? Did he stir my coffee with what?
Okay. He's ginger all over, apparently.
Yeah, okay. The carpet, the drapes. It's true.
Yeah.
All right.
That tattoo goes up higher than his arm.
That Ed Sheeran, man. All right. Yeah, that's the thing. If he's going to go to every town and do whatever, It'll be look, we have to have a contest. Guess what he's going to do?
I love it because it's funny. Like you're on tour. It's probably boring. You got to hurry up and wait to go everywhere. I mean, even like playing on like a smaller level. And here's Ed. He doesn't have to probably worry about like sound check and stuff, or at least not most of it. He's got time to kill. So I'm going to go walk around and do like some local crap.
Yeah. I mean, why not? If you're on tour and you have that ability, I mean, that's a great way to see the world.
But he really should have a camera crew that's not just like cell phone cameras and do like some kind of a travel channel show of what Ed Sheeran does every place that he goes.
That actually is a really good idea.
Right.
And we're assuming that's not being done.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're assuming that's not being done. And then again, because there's obviously something for socials.
Yeah,
but
it's probably some kind of docu-series he's working on.
I mean, if he's
Ed
paid
Sheeran does fun stuff.
Yeah. If he's paid attention to Dave Grohl,
He does have a docuseries that came out this year. It's a 4-part original docuseries on Disney Plus. Came out on May 3rd. It's about his life, the highs and the lows of everything in between about his life.
Oh, look at that, Steve.
I wouldn't be surprised if Disney Plus does a thing with him after the fact. Like, let's go to different places and make food.
I don't care about his life. I just want to see him make sandwiches, man.
Oh, well, with Disney Plus, they'll be like, Ed, do everything you can for us. Yeah, that shouldn't be the last show we'll see. I mean, I talk about making some money. I think Disney Plus will roll out the dough for Ed.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think they have a problem putting a show of Ed Sheeran, whatever, on their network.
He'll be like the MCU. We'll be getting tons of Ed Sheeran shows, just all over the place. And then branch shows about his family, and then about the guy that cleans his shoes.
Yeah.
We'll have all sorts of shows. All right. Phase 4, Ed Sheeran. We'll have big announcements. There was a drunk boater that tried to tell an officer that, he had not been drinking while an empty beer can was beside him. Yeah, we got the audio. You're going to hear that as Steve gives you the Migs report at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks to Palace Law for giving us the Migs Report. And today, it's a day for you, Danny V.
Yeah.
Well, because you're from New Mexico, I got to imagine they're going to be doing it today. It's Hot Air Balloon Day.
Oh, nice. Well, the weather's kind of wrong today, but you have to have the box.
I have no idea what that means.
Thing. What? It's not the day that they send up the balloons in New Mexico?
It's in October. It's a whole air thing. There has to be a certain coldness in the air. The heat actually rises. There might be some going on, but...
What the hell are we celebrating this day then?
It's very bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, let's celebrate some sausages because today's also Sausage Roll Day.
Oh, but it's cold today, so you're not going to really see sausages the way you want. I mean,
what about veggie burgers? It's National Veggie Burger Day.
Oh, wow. On Sausage Day? That seems like a slap.
A little bit about for the meat eaters and also for us plant-based weirdos.
Yeah, but if I'm at war...
come on. We all got to get together.
I want my own day.
Yeah.
With all the stupid days we have, why couldn't they give Veggie Day one day and Sausage Day another day?
I mean, do we really have stupid days? I feel like every day is important, BJ.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I will make you eat those words without veggie sausage, without regular sausage when it happens.
If you're looking for a good veggie burger,
yes.
or any burger for that matter, because I went with my buddy Drew and he enjoyed the actual burgers. Granted, you have to go to Abbotsford, British Columbia. But there's a place called Burger where they spell it with no consonant, so it's just BR or whatever, no vowel. Sorry, BRGR, BRGR.
Oh, that's cool.
Holy smokes, that was an amazing burger I had there.
Nice,
it's a good spot. It's like kind of like one of those like little local establishments. Lots of cool little shops and restaurants also in Abbotsford.
In Abbotsford, okay.
I've never been there before.
Place to stop.
You know what? Yes, especially if you want a burger.
Is it in BC?
British Columbia, pretty much right over a town called Sumas, Washington.
Oh, Sumas.
Or
Sumas, whatever, yeah.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of that place.
Yeah, it's over up in Washington.
Close to the Canadian border,
that's where it is, man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's some places to check out. All right, one thing you should not be doing if you're out in the water is drinking, of course, and a boater was arrested, because driving under the influence while driving a boat. And while driving, the cops pull him over, and then they realize one of the passengers is passed out as well. So they're okay, well, what the hell's going on? So they go and talk to the guy, and the guy's like, dude, we did not drink any alcohol, even though it doesn't look very likely because he looked drunk, his buddy's passed out.
Yep.
Oh, and there's also an empty beer can right in front of him.
How'd that get there?
Here's the best part. The police officers are talking to him, and while they're talking to him, they also pan and show the beer can. Here's the audio of it.
Where'd you park? Delphi River off 41.
Do you know where you are now?
Right now, I think we're way out of the way.
Okay. How much have you had to drink?
We don't have no alcohol.
I'm looking at an empty beer can.
Whoopsies.
Oh boy.
We're way out of the way, officer.
Yeah, that's nautical terms right there.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt, but yeah, he was arrested.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta kind of assess the situation. Your buddy's passed out. You're slurring your words, and there's a beer can right in front of you. Whoops. I don't know. Saying we haven't had a lick of alcohol, not gonna really work.
Nope.
All right, this is a strange story, and oh my goodness. So there's a North Carolina pastor and his son. They've just got arrested facing drug charges because, well, not only were they doing stuff at the church, like services and church stuff, they were also running a drug operation.
Oh, wow.
Apparently they had a bunch of weed, 12 pounds of weed. They had mushrooms in there as well, 32 grams of mushrooms, 41 vape pens, marijuana plants, all this stuff, and they were selling it out of the church. They called it Doper's Ark.
Doper's Ark. Boy, usually
two of everything.
I mean, they're really usually, drugs might sometimes are in competition with organized religion, and they decided, hey, let's have both.
The best part about this story is they're talking to witnesses about, hey, did you hear about the pastor who's selling drugs out of the church? One person actually said, quote, I really hope they burn in hell.
Oh,
I was like, that is a savage response.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of church.
Hell yeah.
Okay, then.
Or, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the right thing to do right there. Not the only one's dealing with drugs out of a business that you're not supposed to do that, though, BJ.
What happened?
Sonic Drive-In.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the one here in the Northwest, but actually in New Mexico, Danny.
Oh,
Shocking drug use happening in New Mexico.
Of course.
A 54-year-old Sonic employee was arrested, because a customer found that he, quote-unquote, inadvertently added cocaine to their Coney dog order.
Wow. You feel like that's a bonus right there.
Not if you're into Coke. If you're into Coke, yeah, but...
I mean, I ordered a Coke with my meal. I didn't expect this.
A Diet Coke, buddy, not an actual
Come
Coke.
on!
Well, anyway, Jed, apparently this woman, she ordered a Coney dog. She bit into it and found a small plastic bag filled with some kind of powder.
Oh, that's okay. That's not a cool way to find out.
I'm in love with you're supposed to sprinkle it on the Coney dog, of course.
Yeah, it's like condiments. So come on, pal. That's right. Come on.
Now, she did what most people would do that aren't into cocaine, and she called the cops. They arrested this 54-year-old man. He says, I inadvertently placed the baggie in her order as I was preparing it. He also said that he admitted that he bought cocaine earlier in the parking lot, which makes me kind of scratch my head. Did he buy the cocaine or was he selling cocaine? And that was like the code word.
Yeah. I'm
making stuff up in my head, but that's way more exciting.
If you're a buyer, you take better care of that.
You say that, but he could be just like on a weird bender.
Oh, yeah.
People drop drugs out of their pocket all the time, and sometimes it lands in a hot dog.
See, I like your idea better. Coney with extra chili, and that means it's the thing, yeah.
Yeah. Or I like a Coney dog with a supersized, I guess not McDonald's, a large Coke.
Whatever.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what?
Limeade bag.
You guys are so wrong about this. What do you think the guy is working at a church?
I know, right? 2 stories about people dealing drugs at different establishments. Maybe the Mariners need to take up selling drugs. Apparently,
I need
playing
drugs.
Baseball is not working well.
I need drugs to watch the Mariners.
Holy smoke! Swept by the red hot Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
So, the first game against the Rangers on Friday completely wasted a great effort from Luis Castillo. They end up losing 2-0. You're like, all right, well, Texas is a hot team. They're the best team in the AL West. Right, so okay, that sucks. Saturday we just get crushed by them, 16-6.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, we got some runs, maybe we can figure it all out, piece it together, get a win. No, BJ, we lost yesterday, 12-3. What the F?
Yeah, the sad thing is that Bryce Miller, who we thought was a phenom, has just been getting lit up.
Yeah, well, you don't have that.
Yeah. Jeez, man. I mean,
it was a good run.
Boy, they talked about him being like, wow, what a star, what a guy, blah, blah, blah. And then, man, oh, man, right after he said that, just getting wrecked.
Got to his head, BJ.
Yeah.
He needed to be humbled, and the Texas Rangers did that.
Yeah, they did.
So at least the Mariners get a couple days off. I think they need it. They have a 2-game series starting up tomorrow against San Diego, and Logan Gilbert will be on the mound.
Yeah, well, San Diego stinks. So let's hope we can feast on San Diego.
And there's a radio show in San Diego right now going, Seattle Mariners stink.
Yeah.
So let's hope that the San Diego Padres could feast on the Mariners.
Well, it's quite a controversy down in San Diego. They paid a lot of money for the players they got, and they're like one of the worst offenses in baseball. So maybe you're right, Steve. They might. What if this is how they turn their season around? I hope we're not the team to help them out.
We had high expectations with a solid pitching staff, and we gave up 16 runs in one game and 12 runs in another game, BJ.
You're right about that, buddy.
Ay. Then the Sounders, what are they even trying? I mean, what did they get one shot on goal against Portland? They ended up tying 0-0, thankfully.
Yeah, luckily we came away, but that was the most boring game, I think, in the sun. And got sunburned.
You were there.
Oh, we were there.
Oy.
Yeah.
Do we need to get Ted Lasso as the coach? Is that what we need to do?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Well, I mean, one shot on goal.
What is going on?
That's wild.
It was not fun.
And the crazy part is, speak about wild, first time in history that Sounders and the Timbers played to a 0-0 draw. What? All the other games they've ever had, they featured at least one goal scored.
Dang.
Right? That's kind of crazy, I thought. So, and then the Rain, they also didn't do too well as well.
They lost,
Yeah.
Wow, this has been just a tough weekend for Seattle sports.
Yeah, the Sounders are not playing well at all right now. Over the past 10 matches, they've only scored just 6 goals, and they've been shut out in 4 of those matches.
We just cannot score, and that's the biggest issue with it. Is like we're not actually playing terrible, but it's just one of those there's no scoring happening. So it's like, what is going on here?
So right now, high schoolers, Mariners, and Sounders are all just saying we just can't score.
Yeah, at all.
At least me in high school.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm sure plenty whatever. Stanley Cup Finals. Woo! Vegas won 5-2 over the weekend. They play again tonight. They have a 1-0 series lead in the finals against the Florida Panthers, and that game's at 5 p.m. In the NBA, the Heat tied up the series. It did not look good at first.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to be a 2-0 lead for the Denver Nuggets, but nope, the Heat tied it up, had a great fourth quarter, and won 111-108. Game 3 is on Wednesday. Shout out to the Thunderbirds, our friend Freak Show. He texted in a nice message about them. Don't have much time to read it, but the T-Birds lost the Memorial Cup. They went to the finals, 5-0, lost to the Quebec Ramparts.
That's it.
And Patrick Roy, their coach.
Oh, I didn't realize he was their coach.
Yes.
Patrick Roy.
He was their coach way back, and they came back, one and done. He came back to coach them, and he's done after the season.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was coaching. Great goalie.
He's off to probably coaching in the NHL again because a lot of teams are interested in him, including, I think, the Senators and the Blue Jackets. So he'll probably be coaching in the NHL, and that's why he's not going to continue to coach this junior hockey team, which did a great job with them. They deservingly won that championship, won 5-0.
Yeah, wow. How good were they?
Very good.
Because we were amazing, and look at that.
And that's the team we also lost earlier in the round-robin series, too. Yeah. So it just looked like the writing was on the wall. But what a great season for the T-Birds. They're going to be raising a championship banner for the WHL championship next season. And they just had a great run this season as well. Weather, 70 degrees. It's going to be sunny today. Thanks to Snoqualmie Casino for giving us the Migs Report. And that's what's up.
On Friday, Steve got this one right.
Dairy products are generally made from what common liquid?
Cow.
No.
Dairy product. Water?
No.
Milk.
Yeah.
There you go.
Are you just laughing at how great I am, I hope?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's how I'm viewing it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm with you, buddy. Laughing with you is what it is. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got a 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
You know, one of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course, we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field. But you know, one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Hello, I'm actor and small business owner Ty Burrell, and I'm going to tell you how Innovation Refund's network of independent tax attorneys help eligible small businesses file for the ERC. Also, they're letting me play with the soundboard, and I love it. They analyze and interpret ERC claims to help businesses get the refund amounts they may qualify for. Go to innovationrefunds.com or call 1-843-REFUNDS.
Innovation Refunds does not provide tax or legal advice. We work with an independent network of tax professionals to evaluate and process your claims. Terms and conditions apply. Ty is a paid spokesman.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, presenting Greta Van Fleet at Climate Pledge Arena on August 4th, and we got tickets for you. It's easy, too, man. All you got to do to get those tickets is just log in and listen to KISW, either on the Odyssey app, AUDACY, or on the KISW, on the KISW.com.
Yeah, on KISW.com.
That's all you got to do. Just log in and listen.
And the more you listen, BJ, the more chances you get at winning.
Every hour is another entry. You want more info? You want those tickets to Greta Van Fleet? Go to KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. B Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa, B Migs. You're a loser.
Who's ready to be Migs?
Let's go.
Woo. I know Jess from Tacoma is. Jess, are you there?
I'm here. Good morning.
I hear it's a really special day for you. It's your birthday.
Yeah. Hey, made it this many, right?
Yes. And it's probably 21, right? It's your 21th birthday, right?
21st.
21st.
Happy 21.
Happy 21th birthday.
21 run, baby. All right, Steve, now get out of here.
Thank you.
Get out. For those playing at home, Jess has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
What symbol shares a key with the number 5 on a standard computer keyboard?
Pound, hash, sign, comma.
No. Who is the Greek god of war?
Zeus?
No.
Pass.
What U.S. state is nicknamed the Gem State?
Chicago?
No.
Illinois?
No.
Oh, gosh. Man. Okay, pass.
What blonde actress plays Sophie on the Hulu sitcom How I Met Your Father?
Oh, gosh. I love that show, and I can't remember her name. Dang it. Can I get my friend to help me?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh. Never mind. Pass.
What kind of alcohol is Svedka?
Vodka.
Yes. More than 10. How many languages are written from right to left?
So many. I'm going to go 6.
No.
7.
No.
Okay, then.
14.
No.
Oh, boy.
Oh, darn.
Jess, you got 1 correct.
Well, happy 21th.
Happy, exactly. There we go.
21th with vodka.
Yes.
And Jess, I have to...
You know what? If nothing else, I didn't expect to win. I was hoping for a win, but this made my day just because, I love playing along with you guys. So, I know Steve's going to kick my butt. So there's that.
Yeah, there's a very, very, very big chance.
And did you say that How I Met My Father is your favorite show?
No, I thought it was How I Met Your...
Okay, I was going to say, I don't think that's anybody's favorite show.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I
totally would have got that wrong, too.
I don't even know if it's still on TV. I think it got canceled, didn't it? I could be wrong, but...
I don't think it did, actually.
It's still on?
Yeah.
Well, is it really?
Yeah, I think it is.
People are still watching that show? Okay.
Well, clearly you're not.
Well, yeah, because I was like...
You talking about Star Trek again?
Yeah. That's it, yeah.
Steve, are you ready?
Yes!
What symbol shares a key with the number 5 on a standard computer keyboard?
Dang it, I just put my blindfold on. Now
Good.
I can't check. Asterisk?
No.
The ampersand.
No.
Question mark.
No. Who is the Greek god of war?
Warman.
No.
Thanos.
No.
I'm going to go with Excalibur.
No. What U.S. state is nicknamed the Gem State?
Washington.
No.
Oregon.
No.
Utah.
No. What blonde actress plays Sophie on the Hulu sitcom How I Met Your Father?
I don't know. Yeah, this is a tough one. Pass.
Jeez. What kind of alcohol is Svedka?
Vodka.
Yes.
Yes.
More than 10. How many languages are written from right to left?
More than 10. 15.
No.
11.
No.
12.
Yes.
Nice.
The most recent Shazam movie is titled Shazam Fury of the What?
Oh, dang it. I keep passing it on my little on-demand thing.
You should.
Fury of the Monsters.
No.
Fury of the Fun.
No.
Fury of the Little People.
No. How many strings does the typical mandolin have?
5.
No.
6.
No.
4.
No. Whoa. Steve, you got 2 correct, which is a win.
You dropped the deuce, but
No.
Jess, you were so close.
Dude, you guys made my birthday awesome, and I appreciate it.
Oh, happy birthday to you. Even
You know
though
what?
lost.
Typically, I
Hey,
do
well, thank you so much, and hey, good game. And
Hold on.
those are some,
Hold on a
those
second,
are
Jess.
some pretty
Typically-
tough questions.
Typically, I do a winner song. I even question if I should play that. So you know what? We got on the phone LeBron James, who wants to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bryce. Happy birthday to you.
Wow. Well, Jess, happy
Thank you,
birthday.
guys. No, seriously, that really means a lot.
It's not often that LeBron James will call in at 6:55 in the morning to wish somebody a happy birthday.
how awesome is that, right?
Yeah,
You can tell all your friends now.
Yeah. And he's such a great singer, too. Thanks, Jess. Happy birthday, girl.
Wow, these were way more difficult than I thought.
Well, nobody's watching How I Met Your Father, but it is still on TV.
Oh, yeah, it is.
What channel is it on?
Hulu.
It's Hulu. I said the Hulu sitcom.
I didn't even hear that.
But there's also an article that came out that said they're also linear premiering it on Freeform at the same time.
Ooh.
Oh, Freeform is the cable channel, right?
Yeah.
How much is that? I'm kidding. I would imagine it's free.
It
right?
is. It used to be ABC Family, I believe.
Yeah, it's
Freeform.
still,
right.
they're all owned by Disney.
Yeah, and so, well, I mean, we know the person that stars in it because I already cheated. I looked it up, but
I already knew without having to look it up.
You watched the show?
No, but I love her.
Yes, Disney star, Lizzie McGuire.
Hillary Duff.
Oh.
Yeah, so Hillary's back. The show is still going on. It's currently in its 2nd season, which
And it was renewed for season 3.
Really? Mm-hmm. Who's watching this show?
You're such a hater.
Yeah.
Does anybody know the percentage? Oh, well, I just said it. The percentage sign.
That's the one
Shares
on
the
top
key
of
with
the
number
5.
5.
Nice work.
Steve, you were saying all like the fancy terms, and I was like, oh, I hope it's none of those that you said.
I know. I almost had to say the and symbol because I'm like, I wonder if. No offense. Because I mean,
Thank you.
I was like, I don't know if she knows the ampersand.
She does. Yes, I don't think she does.
Yeah, or the hashtag, what the real name for that is. I have no
That's
idea.
pound, of course.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know.
Who's the Greek god of war?
Is it Aries?
It's Aries.
Yeah.
The gem state, does anyone know?
Is that Mississippi?
It's Idaho.
Idaho's the gem state. All right.
For the rare minerals found in all the corners of the state. Duh. More than 10. There are 12 languages written from right to left.
He got that.
Shazam Fury of the
Gods.
Yep.
And I
It's
hear
not good.
I hear it's really bad.
Oh, good. Save me a watch.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either, but I have not heard any of my friends say it's good.
I honestly can't remember if I liked the first Shazam.
It was fun.
I thought I liked it.
You probably would fall asleep during the second one anyway.
You're right. And right now we're in the middle of another movie, and I don't know how long it's going to take until we get to the end of it. My wife keeps falling asleep on me.
Oh, all right. Well, at least you're going to get there.
I'm enjoying it. It's called Ghosted on Apple TV Plus.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you on Apple TV Plus.
Well, I'm paying for this stupid thing. I might as well watch stuff on it.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Can't just keep watching Snoopy shows.
Yeah, you guys, you know what? You ought to, maybe there's a good mystery show on Apple TV Plus you might like. It's pretty popular.
Oh, yeah?
Now, granted, it's
I have to kind of figure it out. Is that part of the mystery?
Well, I mean, it's a good whodunit.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, BJ.
Oh, you don't like good mystery show? Well, when I say mystery, like, they're trying to solve like what the hell's going on, people getting murdered, but it's not gory or gruesome.
Okay, I mean,
it takes place kind of in the future, but not way in the future where it's like all spaceships and anything.
All right, I don't mind spaceships, guys.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's called The Silo. So there you go. You might like it.
The thing is, I might like it. It's right now.
She might like it too.
By the end of the night, my wife is so tired, and I understand why. We got a crazy toddler running around the house.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's just the mystery is whether or not we'll finish an episode. Then.
Yeah. Oh well, it's slow. It's a little slower pace, so you guys might fall asleep.
Oh, Ghosted got a solid 26% according to the critics.
Oh wow! I don't. Yeah.
I wonder why I like it.
Who's in? It's Chris Evans.
Chris
That
Evans,
one.
yeah.
Oh, where he's a
Anna
spy.
Darmas.
Yeah. Oh, right. And he's a spy and she's a spy, or she's a spy and he doesn't know.
I'm not going to spoil it for you guys.
Well, they do with the trailer.
Yeah. He's not a spy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's but he's
she ghosts him. He's trying to figure out how to find her. He tracks her down, and then next thing you know, he's in the middle of a spy.
And he's not a spy, but from even in the trailers, he's like, "Oh, I can shoot guns." Oh, can you? It just so happens you can hang with spies. Okay, Chris.
Well, people know how to shoot guns that aren't spies.
I could never to shoot a gun. I mean,
pull a trigger. I can't say I'm going to shoot it well, but I know how to shoot a gun.
Dude, guns are, I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, you're like, it's just the way he shoots a gun. It's like, I was Captain America.
I'm not going to spoil the movie.
All right, fine.
By telling you what happens when he tries to shoot a gun.
Okay, but I feel like he's pretty accomplished.
Well, isn't he Captain America?
That's right. Yeah, that's what it is.
The problem was they didn't have a shield for him.
Yeah, that's the problem. They should have shielded you from the movie.
It's a mindless romantic action comedy.
Dude, I'm not going to watch that.
I'm not even trying to sell it to you.
I got done binging Yellow Jackets, and I think I don't know if it's okay or not to talk about it because it was just a week ago that they had the season 2 finale.
Well, who are you going to talk to about it with? Like, none of us have seen it.
Sarah,
I have. Don't do it. Don't do it, BJ.
Okay, I won't.
I did kind of spoil it for him yesterday, though. So
yeah, Sarah did. How about she gets mad at me?
Sweet revenge. It felt so good.
And I'm talking to her about the show, and she goes, "Hey, this character's got this going on." I go, "I don't know that."
Good.
Yeah.
Serves you right.
Yeah. There is big news, though. There will be an episode 10. There was only 9 episodes in Yellow Jackets, and the creator said that they're going to have a bonus episode between season 2 and season 3. So, Sarah, we have that to look forward to.
Ooh.
It's on Showtime if anybody cares.
Did they forget to put it out there? Or
that's a really good question. I don't know.
Just one episode they're hyping?
Yeah, it makes you wonder because they probably I imagine they recorded it and filmed it already. Writer's strike. I don't know why, but I think we're not going to see a season 3 for a while. Like you think next May you would, but with the writer's strike it might even be longer. And that's a show that people are like just obsessed over, and it's very well done.
That would be funny. Like, crap, dude. Did you guys realize we only put out 9 of the 10 episodes?
That's what I thought. When Sarah said, "I think you're in the last episode," I'm like, "No, I'm on ep 9. They usually do 10. They did not." Yeah. So there you go. Congratulations. I didn't spoil anything either.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just stop talking, please. Yes. I don't trust you.
Okay, very good. What do you mean, yes? Like, you're going to watch it, Vicky? You're never going to watch Yellow Jackets.
It's on my list.
Oh
After I binged Golden Girls, and then the second series of the Golden Girls, was it the Golden Palace?
Yeah, okay.
I'll get there.
You still have Doctor Who on your list, and that was from 2005.
And that one just keeps bumping down.
Yeah, you're never going to watch Yellow Jackets. I predict it's never happening. Who wants to bet me?
Nobody wants to bet you.
That's why, because they don't. You're not.
You don't realize how much I will do things out of spite.
That's why I would.
It's a long bet, though. I don't know if I want to make that bet. I'll forget by the time it happens.
Well, that's because it'll never happen.
I'll go home and binge it tonight.
That's why I want to bet you. Then I'll
never watch Doctor Who.
I will have made you do my bidding,
and then you'll give me money.
Yeah, see that? I'm paying you to watch shows. I don't know who wins there. Probably not me. Okay, so if you're having any problems at work, like maybe one of your coworkers just won't watch good shows, you know how that is.
That's a serious problem at
I
work.
got a couple of them in this room right now. I have 3 of them, actually, because Danny watches crap, too. Well, if you're having maybe relationship issues, any other random problem where you need advice, you know what? We are here for you.
Maybe you have a coworker who thinks he has good taste in television and movies.
Oh, well, if you do, then you're blessed. And wouldn't need to call us at 206-803-ROCK. It's Help Wanted. And we're going to do that at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
They called him the most powerful man in Hollywood, and he really was for decades. he extended his tentacles like an octopus throughout the entire entertainment industry.
Mr. Lou Wasson.
This is Glitter and Might, an Odyssey Originals documentary podcast series written and narrated by me, Sean Levy. All episodes are available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Want to make the most of your home equity, but don't know where to start? Talk to BECU about taking out a HELOC. With great rates and one-on-one guidance, you can feel confident getting a home equity line of credit, knowing BECU puts members' best interests first. Learn more at becu.org/HELOC. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender, Boeing Employees Credit Union, NMLS ID 490518. Financing is subject to BECU membership, credit approval, and other underwriting criteria. Call 1-800-233-2328 for details about credit costs and terms.
Is your relationship going sideways? Have a family issue? Problems with your coworker? Do you need advice? We're here to help. No problem is too dumb. No dilemma is too silly. This is Help Wanted with BJ and Migs.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. And yeah, this is Help Wanted, where, I mean, for years, man, we've been getting lots of phone calls from the Rockaholics, texts, all sorts of messages saying, hey, man, we need your advice.
Hey, man.
And they got problems. And, normally we just would, we'd try to get them all in on Listeners on the Loose. And then eventually Steve's like, I have an idea.
We were backlogged with people who needed our help, BJ.
So if you have a relationship problem, a problem at work, or anything else, it doesn't matter how dumb you think it is, especially the dumber the better, we're qualified.
Yeah, especially if maybe you have issues with your kid and their singing abilities. That might possibly be one of the texts that we got.
Wow. Okay. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. Really? Somebody has a problem?
Yeah, that's the first one I saw. And I was like, we got to get to this one.
Okay.
We tried to do it last week, but I'm like, this one, they need urgent help, EJ.
All right, I'm here.
Texted again, repeating, saying, hey, are you ever going to get to my text? My daughter, this is the first line. My daughter sucks at singing.
Oh. Okay.
She sings constantly and told me that her dream is to be a famous singer. I started getting her some voice lessons a few years back. Not helping. Now she's saying she wants to try them all out. We'll go on a reality singing show like American Idol, The Voice, any of them. I love her to death and I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I feel like I should tell her the truth about how terrible she is at singing before she auditions for these shows and gets humiliated or even becomes one of those joke reels that they put out. Any advice on how would you go about this would be great. Thank you.
Well, I don't know. If you don't want to be the bad guy, then let her do it. And let somebody else be the bad guy when she finds out that this is,
But let Katy Perry be the bad guy?
Yeah, or...
I don't even know if she's a judge anymore.
Yeah. Hey, good call.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't have to be the bad guy, which, that's kind of... as a parent, you're going to have to let the kid go someday and let them make their own mistakes and do things that hopefully aren't life-threatening.
Right.
This sounds like one of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's no harm in being a bad singer. I mean, there's plenty of bad singers that have gone on to have great careers in singing.
Oh, wow. Are you talking about yourself?
Please explain the great career that I've had in singing.
Well, yes.
Some would say Kurt Cobain's voice. Nothing special.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean? It's unique. It's different. He probably wouldn't have gotten put through into the second round or even the first round of any... And I'm using him as an example. I mean, obviously, it's not a terrible voice. And I'm a fan of Nirvana, so I'm not taking shots. But maybe she has a voice that could be unique and work for a style that maybe isn't your crooner or your Christmas singer.
See, now that's the question because we haven't heard her.
Yes, that's true.
There are people that don't have great voices, and there are people that just can't sing. They can't carry a tune. Those are two different things.
That's true. Yeah, some people are just that's just Red Rotten, like me trying to sing, Twisted Sister or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, or LeBron James singing Happy Birthday.
That was a great performance.
Yeah, that was horrible.
What are you talking about?
You can just tell the guy can't carry a tune.
Happy birthday to you.
He did okay there.
Oh, he did.
But in the second stanza, when we repeated the second stanza, he was completely off.
If he had Pro Tools, he'd be just fine.
You're absolutely right. If he had auto-tune, he would be fine.
Or just say, hey, I was listening to the BJ and Migs show. They just had some fun conversations. You should listen to this podcast, and it's this segment. And then maybe she'll think, oh, I'm a bad singer.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most Seattle passive-aggressive way to do it, right?
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also just call in and have BJ just crush your dreams because that's what he does. And
that's true.
Yeah,
You could have her sing for us, yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Oh,
I would say, oh boy,
I got you your first gig, and you're going to get to sing on the radio.
Yeah, we'll do that. We can do that for you, buddy.
And then she performs, and next thing you know, we're playing this.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
I really, really, really hated that.
Yeah, because if you're the bad guy, that's going to suck. I mean, it's like you don't need to be the bad guy here. I know you don't, and it's a tough one. Maybe
What if they're getting sick of spending money on singing lessons and it's getting them nowhere?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine.
expensive.
I was going to say, because Lily's doing singing lessons, right?
She is doing.
Did you text us in, Danny?
I did. Yeah,
I have a feeling
she's
you
so
did.
Terrible. No. No. I mean, it's not cheap to do for like a 30-minute lesson once a week, and it's like $150.
See, that's
a month.
the problem. Is that those folks need to make money? They're never going to go, kid, you're wasting your time.
Wouldn't that be nice? Like, I always respected like certain tattoo artists that'll come, you go there and they're like, I'm not going to tattoo that on you. There's plenty of other places that'll do it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm like, I respect that.
Yeah, I remember there was a hairstylist that Sarah wanted to really do her hair bleach blonde, and he's like, I'm not going to let you walk around town looking like that because it's going to be a horrible job, horrible for your hair, and I don't want my name on that.
I was going to say, then someone's like, who did your hair? And he's like,
Yeah.
Bobby's Hair Emporium.
Yeah, it's people do have standards, and I would think as a coach, I would be like, okay, man, I can't do this for you. Like for me in radio, it's not always about the voice. Because, I've seen people with horrible voices who actually are great on the radio because they're great storytellers, they're compelling. And then there are other people that go, I have a great voice for radio.
Pipes, right.
And like, yeah, but dude, you got no personality. I don't know where you're going.
Great voice for radio, personality of a pickle.
Yeah. That's exactly what I said.
I need that as a T-shirt.
I think we should have her on. I mean, if he wants someone to be the bad guy, we'll let her come on and sing.
And then we're just going to crap. What if I like it?
Well, then you say you like it, and then we tell the guy, dude, you just don't you don't like good music.
And I say, you know what? I think you just need more singing lessons.
Yeah, I'm trying
like
to
4 times a week.
What's that guy's name? Is it not John Waite? It's the gravity guy. I know that.
What the hell are you doing? That's my daughter's impression of Rubble from Paw Patrol.
It's
hey, Daddy.
I know Sergeant Hair Clubs loves this guy. He's an older performer.
Leonard Cohen?
No, he did Downtown Train.
Tom Waits.
Tom Waits, thank you. That's it. Yeah. So that guy has made a living. His voice is horrible, but he can carry a tune. He's just got a really gravelly voice that a lot of people dig. You would not say it's a traditionally good voice, but he's made a career with it.
Yeah, can she write a song? Because that might be more important than can she sing a song.
Yeah, well, if you can write a song, then you can really have a decent life because you can write hit songs for people.
So I said, hey, just have her listen to a recording of herself.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like to do that. They don't like to hear themselves at all. So you're right. That could be a tough one for her.
They say, hey, maybe we should take up the clarinet.
You think that would work?
No.
Because I was a horrible artist. I wish somebody told me. I went and took my portfolio all over the place, and it wasn't until colleges were like, dude, you suck. Why are you here thinking you can be an artist?
I had a friend one time that was trying to be a singer for a band, and she listened to the recording of herself, thinking that was going to deter her. And she's like, man, this sounds way better than I thought. And I was like, that didn't work, guys.
Yeah, she's like, reverb really works wonders on my voice.
Yeah, it's weird that people who can't sing really think they can sing. Like you watch those. I feel like it's fake, but you watch like the American Idol auditions and all that, and they really are so disappointed when they don't get in. And you're like, did you not hear how you sounded? You were the joke part of the show.
I think some are fake, and I think there are still some though that truly believe that they were going to crush it.
Yeah. So I would say if you're a parent and you don't have to be a bad guy to your kid, why be a bad guy to your kid? Like, that's where you can let life sort of teach them a lesson and they're not going to get hurt that badly.
I think about my parents. It wasn't singing lessons, but my parents, they took me, every year I wanted to play Little League Baseball. And every year I sucked. I was terrible. I was the worst player on the team. I couldn't hit the ball. I was just red rotten. But my mom, sure as ass, would always show up and watch, right? She's like, I'm going to spend this money. And eventually one time I was like, I suck, Mom. I don't want to play Little League Baseball anymore. And I almost could see this look of pure relief in her eyes. She's like, oh, you don't have to do it anymore, sweetie. And I'm like, but the season's not over. She's like, that's fine. You don't have to go back. But she knew it wasn't like I was never going to become a pro baseball player. Yeah. And the money sometimes you're paying that money more about it's the experience, it's being with other people.
Yeah, you're hanging with other kids. I mean, it's not always about trying to be like a major leaguer.
And even with the singing lessons, maybe it's just like the teacher's teaching them a little bit of discipline and the importance of practice and work ethic, even if it's not succeeding, but at least maybe they're building these traits. So I contend a lot. Like you said, why would the singing lessons, like, at some point when they just say they suck? I think some of these places, like, they just take your money.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Like, they probably have certain students who are like, yeah, that kid. I've heard stories about that even like in other forms, like even like wrestling training and stuff. Like, there's places like that you go fly out to and you live like in a dorm and you train, and there's like 2 or 3 guys are like, yeah, those are the wrestlers that are going to go on and do good things. The other ones, they're paying the light bill, they're paying the heat, like they're getting a fun experience, but they're probably not going to go anywhere with this.
That's what when I went to broadcasting school, it was a trade school for 8 months, and I'm like, wow, they're just taking some of these kids' money.
Yeah,
these kids, and they have no future in this business. And I think only 2 from my class did anything in broadcasting, and one's like a television executive, and me.
But what if
we had like 20, 30 kids in the class?
But I bet there's instances where some of those, like, that person, like, oh yeah, this is a money grab, but then eventually somehow something clicked, and then they ended up actually making a career out of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that
what
percentage
that school brags about it, saying, "Oh, we taught them everything."
Oh yeah,
we saw it the moment they walked into the doors of this radio broadcast.
But when we went to the drama school down where we took Sarah, they paraded out Jesse Ferguson. I know he's got a middle name. It's Jesse Michael Ferguson, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, the redheaded dude from Modern Family. And we went down there, and it was the first season of Modern Family, and so the show was a hit. So they made sure, hey, can you please come and speak to the kids to tell them you went to school here? And of course Jesse did, but I mean, I not everyone's going to be Jesse Tyler Ferguson, obviously, that goes to this school,
right? But that's their claim to fame.
Yeah, so you just gotta hope that people are honest with you. Like with Sarah, singing was not her strongest suit when it came to dancing, singing, and performing.
You watch your mouth.
I really, yeah. I mean,
groovy, can't you see? Sometimes your plays just hypnotize me.
But she was taught how to sing within her voice and at least make herself sound the best she could. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we knew Kim. I mean, at least I knew. I'm like, I don't think singing is going to be her career. I don't think that's going to work for her.
Oh, yeah, you know, sometimes you watch, like, I always notice, like, with some bands, like, they get new lead singers that are, like, established singers. Like, remember when Stone Temple Pilots, they had Chester from Linkin Park be the singer, and it was like, he's such a great singer, but it didn't work in the same way that, like, Scott Weiland worked for that band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, certain singers, just like, their style is only good for a certain style, or only makes sense for a certain style, and it's not going to make sense for other styles. So what I'm saying is that this person's daughter needs to become the new lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
All right. I think we solved it.
Yes.
We fixed it. That's what we do on Help Wanted, 206-803-ROCK. Call us or text us if you have any situation that you think that we can help you out with. Doesn't matter how dumb it is. That's what Help Wanted is all about.
This text is a text as old as time, it feels, because my boyfriend has a lot of girlfriends. Okay, not real girlfriends, but he has a ton of friends that are girls, and sometimes it makes me uncomfortable. All of my friends say it's super weird that he has so many, but he swears it's just a friendly thing, and should I be concerned? Should I trust him? He texts with them all the time when he's out, even with me, and we always seem to meet up with at least one of them at bars for dinner, etc. Wouldn't it be more weird if he was, like, hiding it, though?
Yeah. I mean, well, then if he's hiding it, then then okay, he's ashamed of it, and therefore he's probably got some
Unless he just doesn't give enough, and he's, like, blatantly doing, like, she's not going to be able to tell him being so obvious with it.
Well, I'm the kind of person, actually, that I really like hanging out with women. I've always, my entire life.
They cry quicker.
They cry a lot quicker than men do. But I'm also a dude that's
typically.
But I'm also a dude that's attracted to women. So that's a tough one. Because usually the average dude and the average woman don't necessarily want to hang out with guys. They've got their husband. Or their boyfriend and their and their wife or their girlfriend. Otherwise, do they really want to go hang out with, like, do you want to have a girls' weekend? I mean, usually that's not the case. But there are people like me that are, if you will, heterosexual, but do really prefer hanging out with women probably more than hanging out with dudes. That's a tough one because I'm also still attracted to women. So you got to be careful if you're that guy. You really have to be careful because, if you find women attractive, next thing you know, you can be in a tough situation.
I hate to say it. I think this relationship's doomed.
Oh, wow.
I think it's just time to move on. It said boyfriend, so I was like, let me make sure they're not married so they could get out of this situation. Because think about it. Like, you got one person who doesn't like it, the other person who does like it. So now one person has to change their philosophy in order to make this work. And at some point, that change in philosophy, I feel like they're going to snap back. They're going to get sick of it.
Do you think, though, you and I might, because I feel the same way, do you think we're antiquated? Because we've fought so many times with the younger kids, these millennials and beyond, who believe that you should be able to have any kind of friend you want, and what's the big deal?
I think she needs to be with someone who does not want to have a lot of female friends in her life, and he should be with someone who's cool with him having lots of female friends, and maybe he has a lot of male friends. Like, that's just their thing. There's nothing to be concerned about. I'm not thinking there's a cheating thing. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not reading the text, but I think that's going to be a major issue if you continue to go on, because at no point is he probably going to want to give up on all of his friends. And if he does, we'll hold it against you. And at no point is she going to want him to have all these friends. And if he continues to do that, at some point, she's going to hold it against him. I think they're screwed.
Yeah. And I would
dump each other.
I would ask her, what are you worried about? I mean, at the end of the day, why are you worried about who his friends are if he's actually faithful to you?
Right, but if it's like a comfort thing, where that's a deep issue. Then
yeah, sure is. Yeah, because I think it is.
Got to go hang out with you in some 5-hour therapy session.
I know it's going to have to happen though.
Yeah,
I mean, because she's always going to be. You know what they say: wherever you go, there you are. She's going to bring this to every relationship she has, which is this lack of trust. Yeah. If in fact the person's cool.
Fair.
Yeah, but you're right, Steve. I mean, it is doomed. At least if she can't help herself, go find somebody that doesn't want to hang out with a lot of women, and then you won't have to face this issue.
I think someone's daughter has a better chance of becoming a singing star than them having a good relationship personally.
That's what it is. That's what's that. Yeah. Wow. I think we fixed nothing again, as usual.
We never promised we'd fix anything.
That's a good point. Yeah. Hey, you know the average person experiences 84 minor mishaps a year? So the question is, what's the most common one? I'm going to tell you at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports in one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Hi, this is Shannon Storms-Bedore, Real Housewife of Orange County and entrepreneur. When my company, Real for Real, started selling our health products online, we really struggled to find a way to ship our orders out quickly and without error, until we started using ShipStation. ShipStation's simple dashboard makes it easy to automate shipping tasks and effortlessly manage your orders from every marketplace, including Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, and more. Print shipping labels, easily compare rates and delivery times, and take advantage of discounts up to 84% off USPS and UPS rates. And with enterprise solutions that make warehouse optimization easy, ShipStation scales when your business does. No wonder 98% of companies that stick with ShipStation for a year become customers for life. Spend more time growing your business and start automating shipping tasks with ShipStation. Go to shipstation.com/audio today and sign up for your free 60-day trial. That's shipstation.com/audio.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hello, I'm actor and small business owner Ty Burrell, and I'm going to tell you how Innovation Refund's network of independent tax attorneys help eligible small businesses file for the ERC. Also, they're letting me play with the soundboard, and I love it. They analyze and interpret ERC claims to help businesses get the refund amounts they may qualify for. Go to innovationrefunds.com or call 1-843-REFUNDS.
Innovation Refunds does not provide tax or legal advice. We work with an independent network of tax professionals to evaluate and process your claims. Terms and conditions apply. Ty is a paid spokesman.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back, legally, on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. According to this new poll, the average person has 84 minor mishaps a year. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot for me to get stressed out about.
I feel like you probably have, or all of us have 84 in a week.
Yeah.
What is a minor mishap, I wonder?
Well, I guess they have the top of the list texting the wrong person. I guess that's a mishap. See, I guess. I thought a mishap was like you hurt yourself or something.
They said minor, though.
Yeah. Well, a minor mishap is like, you sprain you sprain a finger, or, you bang your elbow against the wall.
All right, here you are, just poo-pooing this list already.
I am, yeah. I'm looking at you, though. Looked like you had a minor mishap.
I was wondering how long it was going to take for you to notice that.
Yeah, I've been looking at you all morning going, why does he look weird? I don't understand.
Well, that's just an everyday issue, yeah.
I couldn't figure it out, but you don't want to stare at somebody because people go, why are you staring at me?
Why are you looking at my lips, BJ?
Yeah, but you've got
I did have a minor mishap this weekend.
Yeah, and I've never seen the kind of Band-Aid or whatever that thing is on your lip that they have.
Well, they being me, because I made a makeshift version of a butterfly stitch.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to hear the story, it's pretty ridiculous.
So what happened to you?
So I wrestled in Abbotsford, British Columbia on, Saturday night. Abbotsford's awesome. Like I said, it's great. It's a cool small town. I was telling my wife, we should just go and just spend a day there. I mean, it's nothing special. It's not a good way to sell it, but
wow, I can't wait to get there.
It's like a fun small town that has a lot of cool mom and pop restaurants.
Oh, that's nice.
And so I went to a place called Burger, which was great. My buddy Drew and I, we went down there to wrestle over at All Star Wrestling. So I had my match against this kid, and we're wrestling in the ring, and I'm the bad guy. I come out and starting to already feel the energy of the crowd. They're booing me. They're making fun of the fact that I'm bald. Everything's going well. We lock up less than 30 seconds into the match. I brought him to the corner, and he snapped his head forward, and it was not the right time. It was just bad timing. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. And when he snapped his head forward, smacked me right in the face.
Oh!
And I was like, oh, that sucks. I was like, oh, am I concussed? You have to quickly kind of assess what's going on. I'm like, no, I think I'm all right. And it was hot because it's a nice day, so I'm sweating already. And so now the match starts. We're 30 seconds into this match, and I'm doing some stuff, and I'm hearing gasps in the crowd. And I'm like, oh, crap. And the ref leans over and goes, you bleeding. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So he split my lip open.
Oh.
And now it's not, I don't know if it's gushing or not. I still haven't seen pictures or video, but based on how people are reacting, they're not it's kids there.
Yeah.
And it's not it's like a horror scene, but I look down, I'm like, oh crap, I'm dripping everywhere. I wipe my hand and there's blood all over my mouth.
Boy.
It's getting on my gear, and there's a million, and we still have a full match to have. So I have to it's not like I can be pause, I'm going to go take care of this, And also as a wrestler, if it happens, you don't want to bleed, but if it does, awesome, because now you get the pictures and the video of it. So I can't wait to see all that. But so now I'm bleeding, and I'm the crowd is feeling sympathy for me. So I'm like, crap, I'm trying to get them to not like me. These sons of bitches, now they like me because I'm bleeding. Eventually they found reasons to hate me. So that was good. And I experienced and then I had to come back over the border, and I'm still got a fat lip, and it's still bleeding. I woke up the next day and it was still bleeding.
Oh, damn.
And the crazy part is the match ends. One of the guys that runs the promotion, he's a doctor, turns out. He's like, hey, I could stitch it and do all that. And I'm like, he's like, but it might kind of have a weird bump. He's like, the lips heal pretty quickly on their own. You could probably just bandage it up and you'll be fine. No, it turns out he was a gynecologist. I'm kidding. No yeast infection. I'm good. But so I just put some like liquid Band-Aid on it, which stung.
Oh, yeah, that stuff can sting.
Yeah,
Good job,
that was fun. But yeah, going over the border with this fat lip and it's still kind of dripping blood a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's a good look.
Yeah, like luckily my friend's, I'm sorry to this entire night, his passport was eaten by his dog.
What?
But not enough to where he couldn't use it. So like, it was funny when we went over the border, he's like, the lady's like, what happened to your passport? And he's like, my dog ate it. And she's like, you hear that excuse, you never believe it, but I actually believe it on this one because there's little bite marks. And we all laughed about that. So just as the guy was like, wrestling event you guys were at, and I'm like, oh crap, he's going to ask about my lip. He then noticed my buddy's passport. He's like, what happened to your passport? And I'm like, oh, good.
Yeah.
So
the dog, leave my lip alone.
I just didn't feel like you're coming back home at like midnight. You don't want to have to deal with being stuck at customs.
No, not at all.
Because of a fat lip.
I feel like that's a major mishap.
It was a pretty bad mishap.
Yeah, that's what I think. So I guess that's not minor. That's major. I'm going to go with that.
A highlight of the whole night was the entire room starts chanting at me. Usually I get the Jeff Bezos or Vin Diesel or Mr. Clean.
That's a good one.
All these body shamers all making fun of the fact that I'm bald, right? This whole room, as I'm doing the match, it starts picking up like a wave of like 200 people are all chanting, Caillou, Caillou, and like, I'm holding him in like a headlock and I'm like trying to assess this. I'm like, is this some kind of weird character from like Lord of the Rings or I have no idea.
I don't know who Caillou is.
Match ends. I go in the locker room. One of the wrestlers is like, dude, that was hilarious. They were chanting Caillou at you. I'm like, what the F is a Caillou? Turns out Caillou is this 4-year-old children's cartoon, like a 4-year-old cartoon character that's bald. And apparently it's like a little pain in the ass.
Oh, and you're Caillou.
That's what they were chanting the entire time. Because now it makes sense because there were a bunch of kids there and they're all calling me Caillou.
Oh, that's it. Oh man, is that from is that
a Canadian cartoon?
Canadian show? Okay.
Yeah,
that's hysterical.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I had no idea what it was at the time, but yeah, look at you little Canadian cartoon painting.
Doesn't Caillou sound like some kind of like evil villain? From
it sounds like Mortal Kombat. Caillou,
right?
Apparently, it means pebble or stone in French. So you're almost the Rock. You're just a pebble.
I'm a deflated version of the Rock as it is.
Pain in the neck and the shoe.
I like it.
Yeah.
Caillou. So I'm thinking about making some Caillou t-shirts, but like my face with tattoos.
That's a good idea.
A bloody face.
Yeah, that's what the kids want.
Yeah, they
sell those bad boys up in Abbotsford.
It was great because all these kids are coming in like, was that fake, that blood? And I'm like, because it's wrestling, so the kids are inquisitive and they're like, does that hurt? Does this hurt? And like finally, one of the kids looks like, is that was a real cut? I'm like, yeah, no, I wasn't like studio magicry. Yeah,
damn, dude. Oh, that's a beating.
And then he made fun of me for being bald.
Well, of course.
Which I yelled at him like, one day you're going to be bald and you'll remember this moment.
Yeah, one day.
This is the karma moment.
Yeah, that's right.
And I told him, I was like, you're going to make bad choices, you're going to lose your hair. And his mom looks at me and starts laughing. She's like, did you just tell my child it's going to make bad choices over the course of its life? I'm like, yes.
Yes. Yep.
He chanted Caillou.
Yeah, that's what he gets for chanting. That's what he gets.
Caillou.
Damn, dude. That's a man. You know what? You're a champion going through because I would have quit.
Well, you can't do it.
I would have. I'd be like, I'm out. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. He headed me at the wrong time, as it were.
It was like a mutual, it was just bad timing.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, you look good.
Yeah, and it was funny because I was in the bathroom and I'm like, someone's like, are you cleaning up your face? I'm like, oh, no, I didn't even think about that. I'm just trying to get the blood off of my gear.
Yeah, I mean, the gear.
Gear is expensive.
Yeah. Damn, did you get it off?
Yes.
Oh, good for you.
Yes, good news.
Well, you know what? I mean, the things you do for fun.
Everyone's got their hobbies, BJ.
You've got a hobby, that's for sure. Man. Well, that is, like I said, I think that's a major mishap, not a minor mishap. And I guess, that people decided that some of these are really tough and we should talk about them because we have about 84 of them a year. And most people think, no way, you can't even avoid them.
I'm kind of curious if we're guilty of any of these.
Well, texting the wrong person, sure, that happens.
You do that.
Yeah.
You look at me like you don't.
I have, yes, actually.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. There's been many times I've texted one of my friends, I think including our group chat, I love you, I'm on my way home.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's usually I'm just quickly texting my wife, but sometimes it's still whatever the last person I texted is still open.
Yeah, and they go, well, we love you too, pumpkin.
More often than not, people tell me they love me back, which is nice.
Isn't that nice?
Then I quickly go, I didn't mean that for you.
Oh,
I don't really love you.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. It's like, well, I said I love you, then you didn't say it back. Saying hi to someone you thought you knew was a minor mishap, but obviously they're a total stranger.
That is the worst one ever, especially when you start waving at someone and then they get closer and you realize, oh crap, how do I play this off? That is not the person I thought it was.
Yeah, the new version of
That's
that.
Migs, not Caillou.
The new version of that is me talking to somebody who's actually talking on the phone, but I think they're talking to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the new version.
Especially with the little earbuds, because people now can have conversations with their earbuds.
Yeah, so they go, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, I don't know if I know them. Hey, how are you? Oh, you're not even, oh, yeah.
I've learned when I do that, I just kind of own it. I'm like, oh, not me. And I just bring it up and just accept it. And then maybe they'll get a laugh out of it. Either way, I'm going to be embarrassed. Might as well laugh.
Yeah, it's tough. These are minor mishaps.
Have you ever had that happen in the bathroom where someone's talking on the phone in one stall and you're in the other stall and you're like, is this person having a conversation with me? And then you finally realize, you're like, no, thank God, because that was getting weird.
Yeah.
Do you ever just try to make a bunch of noises in the bathroom? Like just start grunting just in case? Either way, if they're talking to you or someone on the phone, just make it weird.
All flush.
Wow. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Vicky, I guess that's a good question. Is that what you do?
No, because girls don't typically talk in the bathroom, funny enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, usually it's pretty quiet. Like if they have to go do their number one business, they do it and then get out. But if it's somebody else in there and you don't hear a thing, that means it's the whole chicken poop thing.
Oh.
So they basically want to go to the bathroom, but they can't because you're in there. So one of you has to leave at some point. But nobody talks.
See that? So that's just a guy thing where guys are on the phone having like business conversations. Which really just, I'm like, really?
Hey, sometimes you got to close that deal.
Yeah, I guess you do. So these are minor mishaps. And how about getting on the wrong train or bus?
I've done that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Back when I was like a kid going in New York, I'd be sitting down there and I'm like, I'm going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Yeah, subways, that can happen. Yeah. Laundry mistakes like shrinking stuff or turning it a different color. I guess that's a minor mishap. Sure, I've done that. I guess I've done all these. I mean, I guess it's just part of being alive, right?
It's part of living, bro.
Yeah, man. How about your phone going off in a place where it should have been on silent? Sure.
Funeral.
Oh,
no. I'm kidding. It didn't.
Yeah, well, that's happened.
Places where it's supposed to be quiet. Like, there've been times in like church where like you're sitting there and always going, someone here, and I'm like, oh gosh, dude.
What really gets me is the person that can't figure out how to shut it off.
That's my favorite. Is the panic, and they're like almost like juggling like a hot potato. Like I gotta get this.
You're like, okay, this is the third stanza of this particular ringtone. Are you kidding me?
Take a deep breath, man. Yeah, it's okay. Nobody's mad at you.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're fumbling it. They drop it on the floor.
I like this one, trying to unlock your car and then realizing it's not your car. That just happened to me recently. Oh. And I'm like, why would anybody be driving around a 2004 Hyundai Santa Fe? But that's exactly what it was. And it was my color. I'm like, I felt like at this point in my life, it's pretty safe that nobody has this vehicle but me because it's almost 20 years old.
I would have contended there's a good chance.
Really? Well, you're right. You know what? You'd win that bet.
Yeah.
I would have thought, sure, maybe, 5 years in, 10 years in, but 20 years out of owning a car, I feel like I'm the only one that's got this. And then here I am, and it's not my car.
I recently had my car in the shop, and they gave me a loaner car, and that's the worst because you get out of the gym or wherever, and you just have it in your head, I'm looking for my white vehicle. And then you're like, wait a second, I don't have that. I don't remember what color. Like, it's kind of gray. I'm not sure. And there's a lot of gray cars. And now all of a sudden, I'm like hitting buttons just to go. The lights will go on so I can figure out whose car it is.
That is, I can appreciate that. That happened one time in my life, and I said, okay, from now on, whenever I have a rental, I memorize everything about it because I don't want to be that way.
Have you ever just turned on the alarm on the car just so you can find it?
Yeah. I've done that. That's a good call.
At concerts, like White River, if I don't remember where I parked, or I'll start hitting like the honk lock sound.
And that's when I go deck you and beat you because I figure, it's not your car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as soon as you get over there, I go, look, you're breaking into that car. Beat that guy. How about this? The minor mishaps we get in our lives 84 times per year. Forgetting to cancel a subscription you never use, so it renews again. Wow. See, that's why I think that's a minor mishap that shouldn't ever have to happen to you. It's a scummy way of doing business.
Yes.
That's my opinion.
And typically, if I know I'm only using it for like a trial, because I want to just watch a show, as soon as I subscribe, I instantly unsubscribe because they give you they're like, okay, the subscription ends next month.
Yeah.
That way I don't have to even think about it.
How about sitting on the remote and changing a channel with your butt? That's a minor mishap, huh? All right, fine.
That's the worst of when like your kid's kind of like in like a mood and like you finally like they're chilling and then all of a sudden like you accidentally change the channel, turn the TV off, and then you're like, oh, here comes the waterworks.
Here we go.
Like, okay, I know this is really heartbreaking. I accidentally turned off Bluey. It's gonna be okay.
I don't think I've done this. Accidentally blasting music because your headphones weren't paired with your phone.
I have done that in the toilet at the gym.
Oh,
I got there. Take care of whatever before I go work out and put on my earbuds. I didn't realize that they hadn't powered on yet, and I just put on the music. So I'm like, I'm getting the zone, and all of a sudden, whatever song I was listening to is being played in the stall.
That's embarrassing. WAP right there for everyone to hear.
Typically, that's on my playlist.
Yeah,
I've done that on the airplane before. Just the for some reason, or they'll disconnect. I've had issues with my AirPods, or like, and all of a sudden and sometimes I have my music up so loud that I'm like, yeah, this is good, and I think that's coming through my headphones, but it's actually just coming through my phone.
You're the guy I look at with the glare. Like, how long are you? I mean, they literally make an announcement on the plane. You make sure you use headphones. That's how we do it around here. And I see a guy like you, and I'm like, so what is happening? Why? He's got his headphones in, and I'm hearing it. When's he going to figure out that he doesn't he understand his headphones aren't working that well because he can't, because you're clogged up and you're hearing muffled music. That's not how it's supposed to sound.
These noise canceling headphones aren't canceling much of the noise. This is crazy, guys.
So we got a member of our show, I guess, that's got some interesting plans for tomorrow night that involves little people. Now, if you are a longtime listener of this show, you'll know who exactly this is.
Uh-oh.
But if not, well, you're going to find out something unusual about one of the members of our show. We'll talk about this at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
They called him the most powerful man in Hollywood, and he really was for decades.
He extended his tentacles like an octopus throughout the entire entertainment industry.
Mr. Lou Wasserman.
This is Glitter and Might, an Odyssey Originals documentary podcast series written and narrated by me, Sean Levy. All episodes are available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So someone on this show is just really, I don't know if it's unhealthily obsessed with little people. Like if they have all these shows like what, Little People, Big World, and reality shows, or it doesn't matter. If there's a little person, Sarah is just all over it. She just loves anything involving little people.
And it's right before we left last week, she said, I'm going to a wrestling show. And I'm like, no way. That is awesome. And then she's like, Extreme Dwarfinators Wrestling. Okay. And I was like, oh. And I was like, now I get why you're going to a wrestling show.
Yeah, this is happening at the Red Dog Saloon in Maple Valley. You're driving all the way to MV to see this show.
I sure am. Tomorrow night.
You're glowing.
Yeah, I am so excited, you guys. Like, I think I might be more excited for this than I was my wedding. Like, my friends.
Less pressure.
Oh, well, I don't know. I have to contain myself and my excitement probably, because even when I just look at the poster of the Extreme Dwarfinators, I get so excited. So I can't imagine how I'm actually going to be feeling or acting when I'm there. But yeah, tomorrow night, 8 p.m., Red Duck Saloon, going with some of my girls.
Wait, on a Tuesday night, you're going.
Wow.
Honestly, a Tuesday night at 8 to 10, that's late.
Oh, that's super late for you.
That's late for me.
You better take a nap.
Oh, for sure. And but right as my friend sent me this, she sent me like a Facebook link, and I have never booked a ticket so fast in my entire life.
Because I just looked, it's sold out.
Wow. Is it really?
Well, it's because it's the baddest little show on earth.
It's going to be packed there.
Wow.
Fun fact, that's where I met my wife, was over at the Red Dog.
Really?
So say what's up.
I will.
Have a shot of Jaeger for us.
Oh, gosh.
I think that's what we did that night.
I might be coming in rough Wednesday morning then.
Yeah, I think you might be. Wow.
So that's so exciting. It's sold out because I mean, how do people know about this or hear about it?
There's like Midget Warriors Wrestling that does also, like, they kill it. Usually they'll do like casinos or fairs, and they pack out places.
Extreme Dwarfinators.
Yeah.
That's who these guys are.
I have a couple friends that like go and tour the circuit. One's like a ref, and she's under 5 feet. I don't think she really qualifies, but you know what? they got to bring in, I think, some like female talent.
Right.
So like, I think they're willing to like bend the rules a little bit on what exactly is a little person.
Because technically, I think if you're under 5'5", or 5 foot, you're technically considered a little person, even if you're not actually.
And like
one.
she travels like to New York to do these.
Wow.
Like it's a touring production, man. And apparently, I think they need to make a documentary about this.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I bet the stories are crazy behind the scenes.
That's and so they're coming to town, but unfortunately, like you said, Sarah, it's sold out. So there'd be just no reason to tell people to get tickets.
Well, and they're touring around, so I mean, they're somewhere else Wednesday. I think they're coming back to Bremerton at some point.
They are to the fairgrounds.
Oh, wow, okay.
Kids have fairgrounds on Friday, June 9th.
It's and they got great costumes, at least from this picture anyway.
Oh yeah, dude, they do it up. They're in Linden in June.
Oh well, they're going to Linden now. You know it's a real thing.
Walla Walla.
Oh,
they're all over.
There's some wine and some little people wrestling.
I mean, they're going to all the spots. Shelton. Oh, I'm in.
It's like they're basically bouncing back and forth between Washington and Texas. Oddly
What?
enough. Kennewick.
That's quite the distance.
They're going, you know what a great idea, because who's not going to want to go see this in a small town? Like, it's your small town, and you go, okay, why
Is
not?
that a small person joke?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it. No, I really didn't mean it that way. No. I'm just saying a lot of these places are small towns.
Yeah.
What else you got going on?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So why not go there and do it? Yeah.
I'm so happy they're sold out. That makes me so excited for them. Because
It is amazing how much you have such love for little people. I don't know where it comes from.
So I don't know how it works at the extreme dwarfinators, but I do when I did my indie show over in Abbotsford, British Columbia, intermission, a lot of the wrestlers hang out in front of a table. They all have got their merch. They're taking pictures. You have an opportunity to get a crap ton.
Yeah.
You might have to pay.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
I will get a picture if they allow it. I already told my friends, I don't care how long the line is. Like, we are standing in that line.
Wow.
If I have to be there all night.
To get pictures with all the wrestlers.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Are you kidding me?
Sarah, make sure you mention you're in the media. That will help. Seriously.
Oh, gosh. I'm not trying to flex on them.
What, like to get a freebie?
No, just to get a picture. Maybe they'll all want to take a picture with her, is all I'm saying.
They're going to take a picture if you float them $20.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, it's float them $20, but I think that maybe at least she'll make sure that they give her the royal treatment if they say that, because you'll post it on your socials. I mean, that's got to be worth something.
I honestly don't even know if I'll have the courage to even say anything to them. Like, I'm so even thinking about this, I'm so nervous as is. You think I'm going to be like, oh, I'm in the media? No.
Just wear your hat that says press on it.
Press.
Yeah. Get that. Get a little badge.
A security shirt too. Look legit.
I hope Heavy Metal Mario is there. Yeah. There's a guy who dresses up as Mario from
Oh my God, he's so cute.
And Vicky's got the roster. There's a guy that looks like he's dressed like a bird. I don't know if you go higher up. Perico.
There he is.
Perico.
There he is. Perico.
What does Perico mean?
Parrot.
He's a pirate.
Perico.
Perico.
Oh, so that's sort of a luchador kind of a situation.
There's
right
a lot
there.
of luchador wrestlers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what they call little lucha. They had a name for them, but
Little Luchis?
Little Luchis. Okay. Mini.
Los mini enmascarados.
Oh, so they're masked miniature, right?
The mini masked, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All part of Extreme Dwarfinators, the baddest little show on earth happening at Maple Valley at the Red Dog Saloon.
Okay, so you definitely got to do the parrot guy. You got to do Mario.
I want to do them all, Steve.
Take pictures.
Wow, this is turning into something completely different.
Oh, if only I had that checked off my bucket list before being married. I don't know.
For real.
For real! This would be the event to go to.
You mean you would be involved with all the wrestlers in that way?
Absolute. A little person?
No, I don't want. You shouldn't
That
be
was
getting GB'd by anybody.
Why are you asking this question to your daughter?
Because that's what I thought I heard. I just
there's a guy, a little bird. He goes by Little Pecker.
Oh, that's fantastic.
See, are you curious?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to know.
I also find it funny because J Rubs is the exact opposite of a little person. He is like the biggest man I've ever seen, and that's who she went for and got married to.
I know. I mean, I went exact opposite.
Yeah,
but he
this
does
is-
have really short, thick legs, my husband. So
Okay, that's not
there's
something.
kind of a similarity.
We're done. We're done.
Now
with
I'm going to be staring at his legs the next time I see him.
You should. I wanted to put it in my vows, but my friends told me not to.
Your friends were for once right.
Yeah.
For once.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm marrying you for your short, weird legs. Thank you.
So then, I mean, what if okay, let's just say, because they do adult entertainment.
Oh.
little people I know that are available to, get like as a dancer. Why didn't your bachelorette party? Why didn't any of your girls get you?
This is a great idea because I actually asked them afterwards.
Yeah.
And they said they tried, but they dropped the ball.
Oh, so they did try though.
They did try.
They tried to get a little person exotic dancer.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me?
They couldn't do it, huh?
That would have been the number one thing I'd want at my bachelorette
That would have been funny for you, yeah.
And then honestly, I kind of thought J-Rubs was going to surprise me at the wedding.
What, and bring a little person?
Yes, I was
exotic
hoping,
dancer.
I was hoping instead of him doing the garter belt thing,
like a little mini version of J-Rubs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is all wrong. On
How amazing would have that been?
I mean, amazing
it's
for you.
getting
Weird.
hot in here, and then just a little J-Rubs comes
dressed
out,
just like him?
Yes.
I kind of wish I would have known this. I would have paid for that.
Oh my God, like the same mullet, the same facial hair, and just like a suit. But
Dude, could you imagine the wedding DJ that night? He was already looking at all of us like we were insane, filming you guys while you're dancing to like some really inappropriate songs. The look on that wedding DJ's face.
Could you imagine the look on the father of the bride's face if that happened?
Yes, I actually could.
I might have passed out, honestly, with just pure joy.
I might have actually got number one in my pants from laughing so hard. Because of how you reacted.
Well, there were a lot of beverages that night. I think a lot of us were really close to going number one in our pants that
And
night.
I wouldn't be laughing at the little person. No, nothing against the little people. It'd just be you reacting to the little person
and
dressed as your husband.
Yes, dressed as my now husband.
Yeah, Mini Me's coming out to, basically do the garter.
To me, it's the cutest image ever.
How do you pitch that to your husband to be?
I mean, I asked him afterwards. I was like, babe, I thought you were going to surprise me like this.
Oh, I mean, sometimes you got to tell someone ahead of time. You can't just assume they're going to know.
Or sometimes you just be happy that the wedding itself is a nice surprise. Like, what else do you need?
I mean, I guess. I needed a little person, but...
Yeah, the surprise was he didn't dip out before the vow.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Very impressive.
I was very, very surprised.
He actually said, I do.
Yeah, and he still does, apparently, so I'm still surprised.
It's only a few months in.
So he's not going to this little person's wrestling match that's happening at the Red Dog Saloon tomorrow.
I asked him if he wanted to see, because this is probably going to be the happiest moment of my life. Doesn't he want his wife?
There is that.
Doesn't he want to see his wife?
Yeah.
You know?
She will scream like it's a Taylor Swift show. Like this is her Taylor Swift.
Better than Taylor Swift
That's
to me.
what I'm saying, yeah.
And I like Taylor Swift, so...
I'll be honest, I'd probably rather go to that nowadays than the Taylor Swift concert, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But, for J-Rubs...
Especially to see Lil Pecker perform.
Oh, right? Little Mario Man.
Okay, then. Well, we'll get it. I'm sure we'll get a report on Wednesday as what Sarah thought of the Extreme Dwarfinator's wrestling show at the Red Dog Saloon.
I'm fired up for her review.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be good. There's no way they're going to disappoint.
I can't wait for the pictures.
There better be pictures.
I don't care about pictures of the matches. I mean, I want to see you taking pictures with all your favorite wrestlers.
With all of them.
Well, hopefully the Red Dog Saloon there, if they're listening, or anybody there that knows
Let
you're
them
going
know
to be
that
there.
the press are going to be there.
The press are going to be there.
Yeah.
Very important person from the press is going to be there.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you wear your media badge.
Well, congratulations, Sarah. I hope you have a good time.
Thank you.
I mean, it really is a show that I'd be like, yeah, she definitely should go see this.
Oh, they got a guy with an axe.
Yeah.
It's just called Lumberjack.
Oh, good name.
Yeah.
Like Lumberjack.
And Lil Papa Pump. Oh, you got to check out Lil Papa Pump.
Oh, of course you do. Yeah. There's so many great. That's fantastic. Collect them all. On Friday, Steve got this one right.
How many NBA teams are there currently?
32?
No.
30.
Yes.
Wow.
What 60?
Nice pause.
Answered it right.
Yeah, boy, that was a cheat. That's all I'm going to say. I'm tired of the cheating in this business. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank account, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
That's Aisha, BECU member and mother of 3.
I think having the savings account has changed the way that the girls think about their money.
BECU knows that no matter the age, it's always a good time to save. With an early saver account, the money grows with your children, so they can learn to invest in their future. BECU, power in people. Membership required. Restrictions apply. Member paid for participation. Federally insured by NCUA.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hello, I'm actor and small business owner Ty Burrell, and I'm going to tell you how Innovation Refund's network of independent tax attorneys help eligible small businesses file for the ERC. Also, they're letting me play with the soundboard, and I love it. They analyze and interpret ERC claims to help businesses get the refund amounts they may qualify for. Go to innovationrefunds.com or call 1-843-REFUNDS.
Innovation Refunds does not provide tax or legal advice. We work with an independent network of tax professionals to evaluate and process your claims. Terms and conditions apply. Ty is a paid spokesman.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Okay, you guys must not have been buying a lot of shirts. Because I don't know what you can do, these baseball shirts. I don't know if it can help the pitching staff.
Yeah, it seems to not be helping them right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, Texas is a really, really good team. I mean, they really are a very, very good team. And so we're just thinking that was a blip. If you keep buying the KISW baseball shirts, I'm sure it'll turn around, Steve.
If not, we got to buy the baseball team.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
So we need to sell more shirts in order to do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Fund us so we can finally put a winner on the field. These are 3/4 sleeve style shirts. We got a home and away version. They really are sweet looking shirts. Even though your Mariners might be looking bad, the shirts, these are looking good. Get them at the Rock Shop at KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. B Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, B Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs?
Oh, yeah.
I know Justin from Everett is. Justin, are you there?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hey, all right, Steve, now get out.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Justin has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Send it.
In the late 90s, what candy bar used the ad slogan, 2 for me, none for you?
Oh, man. 100 grand?
No.
The Twix.
Yes.
Good job.
Who played the title character in the 2022 movie Black Adam?
Pass.
The Timberwolves is an NBA team from where?
Minnesota.
Yes. Which East Asian country grows the most asparagus in the world?
Japan.
No.
China.
Yes. Saltwater and Nile are species of what reptile?
Crocodile.
Yes. If today is your birthday, what zodiac sign are you?
Sagittarius.
No.
Virgo.
No.
Capricorn.
No. What kind of bird is the Tootsie Pop mascot?
Can you please repeat the question?
What kind of bird is the Tootsie Pop mascot?
Pass.
Which U.S. state is closest to Cuba?
Florida.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
And with that, you get 5 correct.
That's what you call right up the middle. That's mediocre.
That's pretty mediocre.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to go. I feel like it could go either way.
Well, you know who's coming back in?
Me.
Mr. Fat Lip McGee over here.
Play some 41 for me, Danny.
Yeah. It looks good on you, Steve.
Oh, it's a natural plumper.
Some girls would die for that.
Yes. Well.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
In the late 90s, what candy bar used the slogan, 2 for me, none for you?
Twix.
Yes.
Nice.
Who played the title character in the 2022 movie Black Adam?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah. The Timberwolves is an NBA team
Minnesota.
from where? Yes. Which East Asian country grows the most asparagus in the world?
Japan.
No.
China.
Yes. Saltwater and Nile are species of what reptile?
Saltwater. Fish.
No.
Snake.
No.
Iguana.
No. If today is your birthday, what zodiac sign are you?
You are a Capricorn.
No.
A Cancer.
No.
A Sagittarius.
No.
I don't know.
What kind of bird is the Tootsie Pop mascot?
An owl.
Yes. Which U.S. state is closest to Cuba?
Florida.
Yes. Lana Kane is a character from what animated sitcom?
Was that Caillou?
No.
What is his name?
Lana Kane.
I'm going to go with Family Guy.
No.
Simpsons.
No. The first Chia Pet was created in what decade?
70s.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 correct. Which is a win. 7-5.
Sorry, Justin.
Hey.
I'll be back, Migs.
Yeah,
I'll
we
see
go.
you.
Yeah.
Your clothes. Give them to me.
Now.
I feel like I'm greatest in the world, greatest in the world, greatest in the world. You're right, I might be best to ever do it, best to ever do it, best to ever do it. I feel like the greatest.
Thank you.
Yes. It's one that Justin got correct. Saltwater and Nile are species of crocodiles.
Yeah.
Crikey.
If today is your birthday, what zodiac sign are you?
Is it Taurus?
No.
Leo.
We're in the 2 personality. I call them the crazies, to be honest.
Gemini.
Oh.
Two-faced Gemini.
Yep. That's what they're called.
Oh, really? Okay, good thing I don't believe in all that.
And Lana Kane is a character from what animated sitcom?
Is it Rick and Morty?
No.
Archer.
Lana!
Oh, that was
Archer.
I never knew her last name.
Yeah, they mention it a lot.
Wow, and I totally did not even have a clue, and I should know that. I watched so much Archer. Wow, I am so bad at this.
Somebody said I'm calling BS if Sarah says the owl is the Tootsie Pop mascot. The owl was in the commercial.
That's what the mascot isn't that
in
what
one commercial.
What? He was in all the commercials.
I only know the owl.
Right? What else is the Tootsie Pop mascot?
Yeah. If you Google what is
Mr.
the Tootsie Pop mascot, it's Mr. Owl, the owl.
Yeah, Texter.
I think,
Excuse
look,
me.
first off, Texter.
Yeah, Texter.
You know, if you know about it, why wouldn't you make that the guess? Anyway, like you call BS, but you knew that the owl was associated with Tootsie Pop, so that you make the guess and you would have been right and got the question right. So I don't have a problem with that question because.
And I don't know what other animal is associated with the Tootsie Pop.
That's the thing. If you said something else, then I would say BS on that question. The only thing I've ever seen is an owl.
I kind of want a Mr. Owl t-shirt because they're out there and it says how many licks does it take, and it's a picture of the owl holding the Tootsie Pop.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
I miss those commercials.
Those were classic.
Well, congratulations.
It might have just been
Steve.
one commercial. It played an S ton of times.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. And it's that owl was stoned.
Oh yeah. But also, wait a second. I'm looking at this owl.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like if this is a spoof one that I found. It says how many licks does it take, and there's the owl, and the owl's hand is kind of doing the V right by its beak with its tongue out.
Yeah, that's not the. That's a different thing.
That's not the prop. That's not the sanctioned one.
No, that's a different owl.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, that's
It's
not
a naughty owl.
That's
I was
the
like,
naughty owl.
damn, did they sneak that in and I just picked up on that?
No, they didn't do that.
Oh, no, they didn't.
There he is.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been something. That would have been up in arms back in the day.
Good thing I didn't order that one. That would have been embarrassing at the next recital.
That would have really, that would have been a beating.
I was going to say, or amazing, depending on where you wear it,
That's
who
true.
you're with,
Yeah, if I'm at like a concert, I think I'll get a lot of high fives.
Apparently, the owl, the original voice of the owl, is the original voice of Tigger as well.
Oh, and I know that guy's name. I can't remember his name.
Paul Winchell.
Yeah, Paul Winchell. He did a lot of voices back in the day. A lot of voices. Oh, I didn't realize he was well, that makes sense. It does sound like him. He does sound like Tigger. Yeah. A one, a two. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That sounds like Tigger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Someone tickle you?
That's Tigger, baby. We've got to, if we, this is tough, and I really got my fingers crossed and all the good vibes and good wishes out to Danny Bonaducci, who is a fellow radio broadcaster here in Seattle, also has had an amazing career, and a lot of us, including myself, grew up watching Danny on the Partridge Family.
Absolutely.
He's having surgery today due to excess fluid in his brain. Danny's he's been having serious health issues, and he's seen hundreds of doctors, and finally they said, dude, we think you've got hydrocephalus, which is a buildup of fluid in the brain.
Oh, my.
It's affected his speech, which, of course, when you're in a business like ours, that's a beating. His ability to walk and balance. And but they're hoping today the surgery that he's having will help drain the fluid and hopefully just take these symptoms away that he's having.
Well, that'd be nice, yeah. That sucks that he had to go to that many doctors to figure this out.
Yeah, he and I are the same age. So to be thinking that, he's going through all of this, I mean, I definitely can be like, man, dude, because he doesn't know what caused this condition, but he's done so many damaging things on reality TV. And he thinks that might be like smashing the head with guitars, boxing with Jose Canseco.
Yeah,
he's done a lot in his life.
He said, quote, I took a guitar to the head, that hurt, and it was possibly the cause of all of this.
Yeah. So, anything at all involving the head. So he's thinking one of those two things, the guitar or the boxing.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I know he's on health stuff. I thought he was coming around and doing better. I didn't know that this was going on.
Yeah, I know. But I think this has been what's been going on, like off and on his whole life. That I've known him, that he's had some issues, but then it seemed like it was getting better. And now they think this might be the thing. And hopefully this surgery will help him out. And, he gets to come back from, at full strength and ready to rock.
Yeah, this is a stupid question. I hope everything works out. Like, sometimes when you have like a kidney stone, you save or something happens, you can kind of save like the keepsake of like whatever surgery. Can you ask to keep like the fluid? Like,
oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
I know
it's
a good question. I hope everything goes well. Like,
or is it a good question? I'm not sure, but yeah, it's.
That would be a conversation starter at your home.
I'm not that guy that likes to do stuff like that.
Some
but
people are
do.
into that. Yeah.
They do want to save like
the umbilical cord.
Yeah,
granted, it's a whole different reason.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if they'll let you keep.
But some people are into that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could ask for it, and it is yours, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, like if parts of my body.
Like when I got like a cyst removed, I never thought to be like, hey, can I keep that one?
I'm glad you didn't ask.
That'd be weird, huh?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I think it's weird to keep anything like that stuff, but that's what people do.
Well, even like when we finally got our kid's haircut, like, are we going to keep any of the hair? We ended up keeping like a little piece because we didn't. Neither one of us we're like, I don't know, like, what are we gonna do with it? Like, what the hell do you do?
Put in a book.
Yeah, you put in the baby album.
I know, but like, what's the point?
Oh, you do know what to do with it.
I do know what to do with it, but what's the point? And then I was like, well, maybe Tatum will get a kick out of seeing it, so we probably should.
Well, how about you? Wouldn't you love to see what your hair used to look like?
No, I don't want that reminder. I'm bald now, man.
Then you have proof that you actually had hair, because a lot of people think that you were born just like this. Because most babies are born bald, and they don't think you ever had hair.
Oh, is that what it is?
A lot of people I talk to go, God, did Migs ever have hair?
I don't believe you. Mainly because I don't believe you talk to a lot of people.
Oh, there is that. Yeah, okay. Good point. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is your time. You get to pick the topic. You get to guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. What do you want to talk about? Whatever it is, we got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take those at 9:17. On the Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on the Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Jersey Mike's, a sub above. 206-803-ROCK, that's the number to call. That's the number to text for Listeners on the Loose. Whatever you want to talk about, just remember, Steve's got a rule.
It's a simple rule, and that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we got the Ganya. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-803-ROCK, that's the number to call. That's the number to text. Eric in Seattle, you are on the Rock.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, hey, Eric.
All right.
Your phone is not the greatest, though, buddy.
Oh, sorry about that. Can you hear me at all?
It is a horrible connection.
You did absolutely nothing to fix it.
Yeah. Really? Are you on a speakerphone? Okay. Are you on speakerphone, or can you get on a regular phone?
On a Bluetooth device, so if you give me a moment.
I can't even hear what you're saying, dude.
He's on a Bluetooth device, and he asked if we could give him a moment.
Oh.
I felt like we just did now.
Wow, I can't believe you heard him. All right. Eric, how about you? Are you there?
Hey, how about that? Can you hear me now?
Oh, that sounds even worse. Wow.
What kind of phone?
There, he's back. He's back. Eric?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay, now that's good.
Woo! All right. Keep it just like that. Otherwise, Steve will gong you. What do you got?
All right. Well, I wanted to call about that wrestling match that Sarah's going to.
Oh, Sarah,
Extreme Dwarfinators.
Yeah, if Steve would have gone, because he's in the wrestling community, he could have gone and did a photo op, and had like the wrestlers, like he was flexing and had like two wrestlers sitting on his biceps.
Oh man, that'd be pretty awesome.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I thought it'd be fun to just walk in there in my gear and be like this, like a rogue giant that walks in.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I was thinking. Because of how tall you are, you would have been just a mountain in them.
Somebody's stoned.
I feel like Eric's stoned.
Yeah, somebody's stoned. Eric, I hope you have a great day, buddy. Enjoy the herb.
That happened recently. It was like a big story that was going on the internet. It was a wrestling show was happening at a Comic-Con. And, because obviously there's a lot of like parallels.
Yeah.
So this company put on a big wrestling show at like MomoCon, I think it is. I don't know. It's apparently like 50,000 people are there, whatever. And everyone's dressed like Spider-Man or Batman or whatever. And so there's a match going on. There's a guy dressed as Spider-Man and just jumps in the ring. And actually threw one of the girls down. And
oh, damn.
It was like a massive, like, what's up with the security? And when you find out more information, it turned out the kid had, he was developmentally disabled. And he thought he was auditioning to become a wrestler.
Oh, wow.
And thankfully, one of the guys that was running it, this guy, Zicky Dice, used to work with kids with special needs and knew how to kind of like, calm the kid down. And it could have been really ugly if it was like, if like security came in and beat the person up, which like a lot of people thought they should have. If it was like someone who didn't have special needs, then you find out the kid had special needs and you just beat up a kid that had special needs.
Yeah, boy, that's a tough one to call. You really couldn't blame anybody because how would you know?
No, and I think he like recognized when he got in the ring, he's like, okay, I think if we could just get him out of the ring and not make a big scene, it'll be fine. But obviously it got a lot more gnarly than they expected. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. But
damn, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
That stuff's crazy.
That is some crazy stuff right there. I never even thought about somebody who might have some special needs is why they're doing some of the stuff they're doing.
Yeah, there's a kid that Vicky found the video.
Oh, wow.
He's dressed as Spider-Man. And the crowd thinks it's a part of the show, so they're chanting Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was just kind of like, oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, but you can see that, okay, he didn't have a mask on, so you could see his face, and I think that's probably where they were able to identify maybe.
Yeah, they were able to kind of like put two, especially somebody that's been around kids with special needs, I think was able to kind of notice some traits.
Yeah, okay. And they're like, okay, well, yeah, he's really flipping people around. Oh, yes. Man. Whoa.
But in his head, he thought he was auditioning for a job.
That's so bizarre, man.
Yeah, it's scary.
Wow. Okay. Oh, and they're still holding him. I mean, yeah, that's how it's so often you just wonder, like, what's going on with somebody.
Yeah.
Whether it's drugs, alcohol, or they do have, like you said, special needs. Man. And it's so tough to try to, like, be a guard for that kind of stuff.
Well, that's like the guy who did interviews, and he's just like, dude, we had to think on our feet. Like, it's not like something like, you don't just anticipate that to happen. And then if we handle it the wrong way, there's a good chance you wouldn't be interviewing me. Everyone would be calling for me to be canceled.
Yeah.
Because we beat up a kid with special needs. And that's the last thing I would want to do.
And like anybody would know.
Right.
Like the people that would cancel would be like, oh, like you could tell the difference in that moment, the heat of the moment when people are getting attacked?
Hindsight's an amazing ability, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Hey, someone, since your daughter Sarah's in the room, someone wanted to know, how would have, earlier we mentioned that you were upset that Johnny Roberts, your now husband, at your wedding, didn't hire a little person to dress up as him to show up and surprise you at your wedding.
Yeah, you wanted a mini-me of your husband.
Take the garter off my leg and do the garter toss.
A mini J-Rubs.
Yeah.
And someone said, how do you think the J-Rubs' parents, your in-laws, would have thought?
Well,
I mean, they know me and they know my love for little people. So I think they would have been okay with it, especially because everything else at that wedding was just crazy.
How did they feel about the wedding? I never got to talk to them, I realized, just until right now. Were they even there?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're definitely a little more quiet and reserved. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure they stayed at their table like the entire time. Mm-hmm. Didn't really see them on the dance floor much. But I think they enjoyed it. I think they had a really great time.
Relatives, like his aunt?
Yeah, his aunt got wild.
Oh, his aunt and her friend were just like, man, this is one of the best weddings we've ever been to.
She's like, finally, there's some crazy people in this family.
Yes.
And party with.
Yeah, and the aunt was like an older sister of J. Rubs' dad. So, so she was just loving it and also wanting to tell stories. And of course, J. Rubs' dad's like, no, there's going to be no stories about me as a little kid. We're not going to have that.
Oh, yeah, taking shots. There's pictures of like them on the dance floor grinding with some of my bridesmaids. Like they were really getting after it.
Yeah, these were older
Nice.
women, and they were having a blast.
They sure were.
Yeah, and so I was very happy that they really got into the spirit of it.
Yeah, but his parents were definitely kind of not near the dance
So
floor.
they didn't want
or
a
the
mini
bar.
J-Rubs running around.
I mean, I think they would have been like, okay, this is very Sarah.
Unless you had mini in-laws. And then the whole thing would have been crazy.
Oh, there you go.
And we had a mini BJ.
Mini bridal party.
Yeah.
You might as well just swap the entire party out just for
Honestly,
you hanging out with little people.
Yeah, I think the mini BJ would have walked me down the aisle better, to be frank.
Footwork. Better footwork.
You would have been able to do that, yeah, anybody. So Sarah's going to see the Extreme Dwarfinators tomorrow night at the Red Dog Saloon
Yes.
in Maple Valley.
Little
So-
people wrestling.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Sold out. Don't even bother trying to
Don't
get
try.
in. Yeah.
But
Sorry,
if you're
sold
there
out.
and you see me, you just see me almost have a heart attack.
Are they being sold on StubHub, I wonder?
Yes, good question.
I'm so excited they're sold out. That's incredible to me.
I don't know how many people that will fit, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a small bar, so.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever been there, so
I don't even remember the outdoor part.
Oh.
So I don't know if they're going to be doing it outside.
Oh.
'Cause they got like a back. It really feels like you're at a house party. Like their backyard.
Love that.
It's got like a vibe of like someone's like just big backyard with a little stage for the band and all that.
Yeah, and everyone just gathers around holding your drink.
Dwarfinators.
Yes.
You gonna get a shirt if they have one?
I'm going to get everything. And I'm very stingy. So for me, like, I'll pay money for a picture, for a shirt.
Yeah, I'm very surprised because she doesn't want to buy anything for anything.
This is a it's not a once in a lifetime opportunity, but I feel like it is, okay?
Yeah, because they come back in like a month.
Yeah, I know. Watch me be obsessed with it and just like follow them all around Washington.
Wow, you'll be like the groupie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be the mini
Like
groupie.
this blonde chick keeps coming to all of our matches.
All
It's
right,
crazy.
then. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll like that or not, but sorry.
206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. It's listeners on the loose.
So today, was that Danny I saw on a ferry from Whidbey Island yesterday?
Whoa, you were on a ferry?
It was me, and it was amazing.
Were you skateboarding?
No, I was not
all right.
skateboarding. I was reenacting Titanic with my good friend Gavin.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Do you guys have some hamburgers? And beers? I don't even know if they serve anymore.
No, they have beers. We did have, not on the way back because we had to drive after that, but we had them on the way going over to Whidbey Island.
What were you doing in Whidbey Island?
So we took Lily and his daughter and then our girlfriend and wife over, and we did some kite flying.
Oh, is that like a good spot to fly kites?
Yeah, there's like this great park that just had like, it was like right on kind of the water, and there was just such a great breeze, and he was like, we should go fly kites, and I was like, why not? So I went to Target and bought an $8 kite, and it was awesome.
I feel like you're the guy that said, why go to Whidbey Island? What's the point? Weren't you the guy that said that at some point? Like you don't know much about Whidbey?
Yeah, I know nothing about Whidbey Island. Now I have a reason.
Now you know it's kite time.
Yeah.
Very disappointed in your frugal wage. You could have just went to the dollar store and got a kite for $1.
Oh, see, I didn't even know I don't even know if there's a dollar store in West Seattle.
You know what? I don't know if there is out there.
But no, it was pretty awesome. I had never been to Whidbey before. So, and then after that, we went over to Coopville, which is like a little downtown area on the water, and we had lunch there and got to
How's
check
that
out all the
area? Because
shops.
Steve says, why go to Whidbey Island? Is it worth going to Whidbey Island?
Pretty awesome.
Well, now it's worth going. I could go fly my kite there.
Yeah.
And you can go to Coopville.
And I'm going to go to Coopville, yeah.
Tatum would love it. There's a place called called Fort Casey, and it's like this old fort that like they obviously not in operation anymore, but they do like you can go walk through it and climb on it. And we found starfish on the beach. It was
Are there
awesome.
dinosaurs in there?
No, there's no dinosaurs.
That's a tough one. That's what she
You can
likes.
get a dinosaur kite.
That's very true.
When I was a kid, we used to do that as our field trip from our daycare every summer, and we'd always pretend it was haunted and run around like scaring the crap out of each other.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what Lily did.
Yeah, that place was awesome.
Oh, Steve, now you get haunted dinosaur you can say is in there.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah. Super cool. And then afterwards, we rode the ferry back, and then we stopped in Mukilteo because that's where they live. And we stopped at this place called Tapped. Fantastic food and beer there for dinner. Oh,
look at
so
this.
good.
What a day.
Yeah. North Seattle. I'd never been up there.
Look at you, buddy.
Yeah, look at that. Checking out the Whidbey.
Yeah, you're making it happen. You're living the life.
In our pizza shirts.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Gavin and I have matching pizza shirts, and we got commented on a lot about that.
So you guys were wearing your matching shirts?
Yeah, we were.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
It is interesting to see people that are in their 30s and you're like, what are you? Okay, guys. You know, if you maybe matched your kid, maybe people would go, that's cute.
Did the
but
kids
you're
have pizza
matching-
shirts?
No, they did not.
Okay, you guys got to step it up and get pizza shirts.
That wasn't about them at
Oh,
all.
look at that. Oh, those are like legit, like sort of Hawaiian-looking pizza shirts.
Yep.
That is hysterical just because you're seeing, obviously, the wife, the girlfriend, the kids, and really it's the two male adults that look like maybe,
I mean, it was really
they're the kids.
It was really for us. Like it was.
They were just there to take pictures.
Exactly.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I don't see any pictures of your kid.
No,
I don't
what's
see
the
any
point?
pictures of your significant other.
Was it somebody's birthday or what? Was it pizza day?
No, we just wanted to go fly kites.
And the kids are like, yeah, we got to do this for our fathers. Let's go to
There they are flying the kites, not the kids, but Gavin and Danny holding hands.
The kids had no interest in flying the kites. Actually, they liked to watch them, but then they're like, we're going to go play in the fort.
Look at that beautiful park, Steve. It's up. I mean, beautiful green grass.
I've been telling you guys Whidbey Island's where it's at.
the place.
Yeah.
I mean, I never knew why I would go, but I guess that's why I should go.
Oh, quick update for Sarah. Apparently, they do wrestle outside at the Red Dog Saloon.
Oh, boy.
Someone
All right,
texted
bundle
saying
up.
it's outside under a bundle up. It's like 70 degrees.
At night, dude, it's going to be it gets cool at night. You'll be in the like low 60s, maybe even close to 50.
They say outside under a Big Ten. I went a couple years ago. The little people are hilarious and they're drunk.
All right.
The little people are drunk?
I didn't know that. That makes it even better.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Good luck.
You pick the topic. You guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose, 206-803-ROCK. More of your calls, more of your texts. We'll take them at 9:35 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
They called him the most powerful man in Hollywood, and he really was for decades.
He extended his tentacles like an octopus throughout the entire entertainment industry.
Mr. Lou Wasserman.
This is Glitter and Might, an Odyssey Originals documentary podcast series written and narrated by me, Sean Levy. All episodes are available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
That's Aisha, BECU member and mother of 3.
I think having the savings account has changed the way that the girls think about their money.
BECU knows that no matter the age, it's always a good time to save. With an early saver account, the money grows with your children, so they can learn to invest in their future. BECU, power in people. Membership required. Restrictions apply. Member paid for participation. Federally insured by NCUA.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text.
So I said, BJ, did you see Mark Hamill? He was on CBS News Sunday morning. It was cool seeing Luke Skywalker on the TV.
Yeah, he was, I guess he was talking about the fact on CBS News' Sunday morning that he does not think that he'll return as that iconic character Luke Skywalker in future Star Wars films, which is...
That'd be cool if he comes in as like Chewbacca, just so he could, be on the set.
Yeah, it's odd in the Star Wars universe because sometimes they'll do movies about the past, and because anybody that's followed Star Wars, sorry, spoiler alert, but Luke is gone, at least as far as, I guess he could be a Force ghost. So, but here's what he's saying about all that.
You never say never. I just I don't see any reason to. Let me put it that way. I mean, they have so many stories to tell. They don't need Luke anymore.
He seems like he'd be just like a fun dude to talk to. Like, he doesn't seem too like hung up on himself or like, he's willing to talk about Luke Skywalker. He doesn't sound annoyed by it.
Yeah, he's definitely fun with fandom. You know, he's always been a great guy who's really interacted well on social media. Nothing bad to say about Mark Hamill. And also, he did a great voice of the Joker for the Batman animated series, so people got a lot of love for that. And here he is talking about how, like you said, Steve, he's not like other people where he might be bummed that he's got this iconic sort of pigeonholed role, but he does not mind being remembered as Luke.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I mean, the truth of the matter is, I never really expected to be remembered for anything. I just wanted to make a living doing what I liked. And I thought it could be worse. I could be, known as being the best actor who ever played Adolf Hitler. At least Luke is an admirable fellow.
Okay.
That's quite the filter.
Yeah, boy, that you went from one extreme to another.
Hey, we got another Sharknado film for you. You know what? I'll take it. It's better than playing Hitler. I'll do it.
I'll take that.
That's fine.
But he does make a good point. I mean, Mark Hamill was, he was an actor. He wasn't a star actor before he got that role.
And he clearly didn't do I mean, okay, I know he did the voice stuff, but he didn't after Star Wars end up being like a A-level movie star.
Yeah, what happened to him surely did not happen like what happened for Harrison Ford.
Right. Or even, what's her face?
Well, yeah, even Carrie Fisher went on to have some stuff, but, out of the three of them, he was the one that didn't do much in movies after the fact.
And I think people would have expected that he would have been like the big breakout star after Star Wars.
Well, yeah, it's interesting. You would think so, but as you watch the movies, you realize Han Solo was the guy that stole the show.
Yeah.
And everybody loved Yoda. That's the other thing. Yoda kind of stole the show, too.
Yoda had a great career after Star Wars.
Sure did. Yeah, Yoda did everything after that. But people were very stoked at the end of, I think it was season 1 of Mandalorian, or season 2, I can't remember, season 1, season 2, where Luke came back and he was CGI'd in and just was kick-ass. Everybody loved that. Yeah, I think it was season 2 that happened, yeah.
So I just texted and said, hey, Migs, did you see that Adventure Park is open over in Leavenworth? Ooh. I did not realize it was already open.
I thought you said Action Park. I'm like, are they crazy? They're going to open that up again?
Dude, though, I look at some of these rides. I mean, I know they probably dialed it all in perfectly, but if it was done in New Jersey back in the 80s, I feel like these would be some dangerous roller coaster rides that they have. Because it looks like a giant roller coaster luge down the mountain of Leavenworth. And I remember when I went last year, my wife and I saw them constructing it and doing all that. I'm like, man, I can't wait. But that's going to be like years until we get that.
I don't trust that.
Oh, I do.
Wow, that looks
amazing.
I mean, it's amazing and also scares the hell out of me at the same time.
It's like a one-person roller coaster.
Yeah. Wow, and that's going
two
over
people maybe.
That's going over a lot of Mountain Dew and I don't know about that. Cliffs.
It's kind of like at the edge of when the main strip, and then eventually you see that giant mountain. It's right over there, and it's called what is it called?
The Tumwater Twister.
The Tumwater Twister.
Oh yeah, it's a one-person roller coaster. Yeah, look at that.
It doesn't look like it's going very fast, BJ.
Oh, okay.
It's almost and it's all fenced in. So if you fell off of it, you're not going down them.
Okay, great, thanks.
Unless the fence breaks, and it's McFoley in that match.
Yeah, but it does look like she's going slow, unless it goes faster than that. So it's an interesting ride because it's sort of like it's going quicker there.
All right, that guy. Oh, and he got a mascot. It's a lion.
Okay.
The Leavenworth Lion.
The Leavenworth Adventure Park. So it used to be open. They closed it and they opened it back up again. Is that it?
No, I think it never was a thing. I think they were just building it.
Oh, all right.
I don't remember there ever being an amusement park. No, I think this is brand new.
Okay, the Tumwater Twister is I guess an alpine coaster they call it.
Yeah.
All right. And there's look, the rock climbing wall. All right.
Oh, Tatum will love this.
And it looks like crafts.
I don't know. They're playing in water.
Okay, fine.
They're mining for gold or other different rocks.
Oh, gold!
So they're doing the whole water with the rocks and shifting it. And
we'll spend a good 2 hours there with Tatum. So that's with that.
That seems like a pretty good thing to do in Leavenworth outside of because you got downtown Leavenworth and now another reason to go.
And I was like, it's gonna be crazy to even wait in line for a one-person coaster. But Vicky saw that you make reservations for your spot in line.
Yeah, you book the day and the time.
Dude, it gets hot out there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
If you're going to be at a park like that, it gets hot.
Oh, that's so awesome, though. I mean, we're already thinking about going back to Leavenworth sometime soon. Now
look at you.
A great reason to go. I want to meet the lion.
That's your favorite place.
I love Leavenworth.
You do.
Pretzels, silly hats.
Yeah.
And now a mascot lion.
What else do you want in life?
Oh, his name is Ludwig.
Ludwig the lion.
Ludwig, the iconic Bavarian lion.
Why did it say meet Super Lou?
I'm not sure, but yeah, it says Ludwig, the iconic Bavarian lion, fell in love with the majestic beauty of the hills.
And that's why he's there.
He was raised on the intrepid cougars of the Cascades. Lou established a fondness for adventure.
The cougars?
Oh, Ludwig,
Lou.
Lou, Ludwig.
Yeah, I
so
guess
is it Ludwig?
Ludwig?
Yeah, they do say Ludwig if you're
Ludwig?
That's it. Ludwig.
Oh,
Super Lou.
So
I hope they have shirts.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I mean, Ludwig shirts? Super Lou? Oh, yeah, they'll have those for you. That's a missed opportunity if they don't.
According to one text, they say you can control your own speed on the Alpine coaster.
Okay, then. I'm going to control my speed by not being on the Alpine coaster.
You could do like 27 miles per hour, according to one person.
I could do 0 miles per hour by not being on it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you go ahead. You do it without me.
You're just sitting.
I'll watch you. Yeah, I know.
If you control your speed, you can go like 1 mile per hour.
Why do you want me
piss
on
off
the coaster?
everyone behind you?
Yeah, well,
I'll let you know. I don't know why you want me on this so bad. Maybe there's an insurance policy I don't know about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll watch.
I'm not trying to kill you, man.
No, not at all. All right.
I just want to eat pretzels, wear silly hats, and ride roller coasters with
and
you.
watch me fly off to my doom.
Is that so much to ask for?
No, really, that's very reasonable, especially when Leavenworth can give it to you.
Well, you can sign a waiver right online.
Yeah.
Got Morgan over here in Tacoma, 206-803-ROCK. Morgan, you're on the Rock.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, Morgan, what you got?
I was just saying that I live in a really crazy area of Tacoma, and I've never experienced the amount of insanity that I see literally every single day.
Well,
And,
what now? I mean, what makes your area of Tacoma crazier than any other area of Tacoma?
Well, not to mention like the homelessness and whatnot.
Well, there's homelessness everywhere.
And-
And prostitutes. You did mention it, but I mean that's something that just happens. I mean, we've got that downtown Seattle too.
BJ wants to know exactly where are these prostitutes.
Well, the thing is, I just I got pride in Seattle. You're not going to tell me Tacoma's got better prostitutes and homelessness than we do.
Oh, is that so?
No, definitely not.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just saying the amount of volume for how small the area is.
Per capita.
Is insane.
All right. So
Yeah.
and this is so. Has this happened since you lived there, or did you not know when you moved in? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a thing. So, but you didn't want to mention that. So, there's other stuff making it crazy. What's the other stuff?
Oh, I mean, literally car crashes, gunshots, literally all throughout the day.
All throughout
Constantly.
the day. Wow, car crashes and gunshots.
Yeah.
Woo! What part of Tacoma? I want to get there. It sounds like action.
There's a lot of action.
What's the food scene like over
anywhere
there, man?
between basically anywhere between 72nd and 109th.
There we go.
Right in between there is chaos.
So,
you have any fun spots to eat at?
Yeah, that's what Steve wants to know. Any good restaurants?
There's a place called Slice of Life that's decent.
All right. Feels
You
like
sound like you hate the area.
Yeah, maybe have you thought
time to move, man?
Yeah, I mean, it does suck. I mean, that's you
I
get
have
to.
been thinking about it, yes.
Well, I think this is putting you over the top. We, your buddies, BJ and Migs.
Are you locked into a lease, or can you get out of it?
Oh, I can get out of it. It's just cheap.
That's what happens. Sometimes the price tag is why. Now you know why things are cheap. I remember when I got married, we lived in a very cheap apartment because that's all we could afford. And you know what? The same kind of attractions you talked about in the great land of Malden, Massachusetts. Yeah, it was like there was an ambulance that went by, police cars that went by. Our windows were thin, and that's what you get when you pay cheap.
You can maybe go a little bit further south and get away from all the craziness and pay around the same amount.
Oh yeah, what are you talking like Puyallup?
No, I was thinking like Chehalis or something.
Oh, then you're way the heck away from the big action.
Get to enjoy old school pizza.
Olympia's nice. Well, that is the other thing is if you want to get away from all that, you do got to go deep.
Well, hey, you got hookers, you got homeless,
What
and
else you want?
Pizza.
Yeah. What else do you want?
I think that's the slogan for Tacoma.
Why are you going to Leavenworth when you could go to Tacoma?
Apparently so.
Yeah.
That call, man.
Well, that was Joey D's. Joey D's did a great job.
Did he just call about bragging about how crappy the area that he lives in?
Yeah, he's probably complaining.
I thought there was more to the call, so that's it?
No, that's it. That's all he had.
Okay.
Tacoma's crazy.
He wanted to know if you had ever lived in any crazy neighborhoods.
Oh, he should have asked
remembered.
that.
Yes.
That's what he led with that.
He should have led with that. I had no idea. Joe, you got to tell these guys to lead with their question. I just thought he called to complain about Tacoma, and then he was done.
I thought he was just bragging about how crappy it is for him.
Yeah.
I would think that was part of it. But look, man, Steve asked about food. He got sidetracked. Look, the guy got a little nervous. It happens.
Oh, it's my fault for asking about food.
The call screener is saying you ruined the call, Steve, not the call screener.
My bad. Wow. I'm just hungry.
Wow. I don't blame you. I'm fasting for a blood test. I am very hungry.
Oh, you're screwed.
Yes, I know.
How long do you have to do that?
Until this show is over, I'm going to go get over and get popped, and then after that, I'm going to get a nice little. They give you a little kids juice box, and I'm very excited for that.
Hopefully, you get the straw in the hole.
Well, you know what? If I don't, then I'll just spray it all over me.
The worst place I ever lived was in Capitol Hill.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, really?
It was awful. I
Hookers,
lasted like a couple
homeless?
days. No, insane people. Like there was like an insane women's like mental hospital.
Oh, that's tough.
Across the street.
That's hard if you've got that going on.
I don't know if it was like a hospital or if like just like a place where they lived. Which I'm not. I get I'm not like saying don't let them live there, but I didn't want to live across the street when all of a sudden in the middle of the night, women were just screaming bloody murder.
Oh, that's
for
hard to be
no
around.
good reason.
That's hard.
And my window was right up like against that. And I was like, can't do this.
Are you sure those weren't the women you invited back to your apartment?
No.
Okay, good. I just want to be clear about that.
They
I
usually
feel
are
like
singing enjoy.
Oh, is that? That's
they're finally
yeah,
leaving.
That's what would happen. Okay. Yeah. That's tough to live around.
That was rough. It was just and also it was a sketch apartment. The landlord was he was weird. Like he was like if anyone even wants to come visit you, you have to run it by me first.
Oh,
and I'm like, what?
That's bizarre.
And that was like brought up after the fact, and I was like, okay, I got to get out of this situation. This sucks.
You got to run by who? Okay, you're in a great place when
it was really sketch, man.
Like he's basically you've got screaming women who going through who knows what, and yet you're the problem. Make sure you.
Unless he thought maybe I'm bringing those women over.
Oh right. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
I'll break you free and you can live with me.
Yeah, I'll break you free. You can live with me. Was this place cheap, Steve?
Yes.
There you go.
And it was like blocks from our old building.
Yeah.
So I was all fired up. I'm like, I'm living right by work. I don't have to drive. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
I didn't last very long there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get what you pay for in life, kids.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's a question for you. What do Ryan Castle and Michael Keaton have in common? Well, you're going to find out at 9:53 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Michael Keaton have in common?
Stoked they're doing a new Beetlejuice.
That's it, buddy.
Man, they've been talking about that for years. I'm so excited it's actually happening. And normally I'm like, no sequels. Like, don't ruin the original. But this one, I think that you could just hear the drums beating for this, right?
I'm in for this one.
Yeah, for sure.
And apparently they're making it as close to the original as possible as far as how they did it. They're going to have a lot of practical effects and handmade props, so CGI will be very, very low because they want it to be close to the same vibe that you had as the first one.
I like it.
And actually, Michael Keaton says, this is the most fun I've had working on a movie, and I can't tell you how long. Unfortunately, we have to wait a little over a year. Because September of 2024 is when Beetlejuice 2 comes out.
These things take time.
When someone says that, though, do you think like the person who did a movie with him right before that's like, dude, what the F?
Yeah,
I thought we had fun.
I thought we were having a good time.
Right.
I guess
You're right.
I guess we weren't.
Well, he just did didn't he come back as Batman? So he's that Flash movie. Apparently, not a fun time for
A
him.
miserable experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Or this must be just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Must be a lot of drinking on set or something.
Well, Tim Burton, and Tim Burton doesn't strike me as a guy that's fun, but
No,
okay.
he's more of an acid mushrooms guy.
Yeah.
Fun.
Would you like an acid mushroom trip or a 12-pack? Maybe you'll get both with Ryan Castle next.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.